Cocky as fuck, everything about me popping. Got face, I got body, you name it, I got it. Cocky as fuck, but you know I'm conceited. Your hoe wanna beat me, your nigga want eat it. Cocky as fuck, everything about me popping. Got face, I got body, you name it, I got it. Cocky as fuck, nigga, fuck your opinion. I hustle or get it, I get it, I get it. I'm hanging, not seeking approval. I'm number one, I tell bitches what to do. He heard I'm Creole, he think I know voodoo. Bitch, I will twist your ass up like a noodle. Oh, you a copy of me, you a doodle. Bitches is flocking to me like I'm Kodak. All of my bitches just yellow, they blow that. How about the whip at the light and they throw that? Cocky as fuck in the mouth with your daddy, he kissing the ground that I walk on. Cocky as fuck in the pick with your nigga, he bought everything that I got on. Throw that, bitch, I look good and you know that. They say I got me some money and change. Bitch, you knew I was popping before that. Hey, yeah, sexy as fuck. Look in the mirror, I'm madly in love. Rubbing some dubs on the bitch in the tub. Your nigga suck it like a Capri Sun. Tell him, come pick me up at the school. I'm trying to hammer that dick like a screw. I'm trying to give you something you can chew. I'm trying to give you that M and that ooh. I got the moves like a damn kangaroo. Put in their air cause these bitches my shoes. I am the captain, they do what I do. On top of these bitches hair like a roof. Cocky as fuck and my friends cocky too. I'm fine as fuck and they all sexy too. If I got beef with you, they got it too. Bitch, I'm the truth and your nigga the proof. Cocky as fuck, everything about me popping. Got face, I got body, you name it, I got it. Cocky as fuck, bitch, you know I'm conceited. Your hoe wanna beat me, your nigga want eat it. Cocky as fuck, everything about me popping. Got face, I got body, you name it, I got it. Cocky as fuck, nigga, fuck your opinion. I hustle or get it, I get it, I get it. Bitch, do it look like I fight. I'll just be cool when I got on this ice. This shit is Gucci, this shit is too tight. I only sweat when I go exercise. You cannot touch me, so don't even try. Bitch, I will pull up and pop you like pie. Keep telling bitches this shit could get ratchet. I'm with some niggas that's gon' make it happen. I'm holding my pussy like it's a weapon. I cut a nigga off like a machete. I put a price on your head like you Kelly. Megan from Texas, I'm naturally sexy. This that flossy pussy. Have rock suits that's bossy pussy. Tell them use a lot of spit so I could keep a glossy pussy. He give me neck like a yo-yo. Talk to my kitty like hello. Slide on your mouth like a cello. Bougie but fuck like I'm ghetto. You don't like me, get in line, ho. I be on your mind, though. Bitch, you know I'm popping. You just hating cause I'm fine, ho. Bitch, you a dick, don't like me to stay off my shit, You need to hold your tongue, unless you gon' lick on my clip. Hey, cocky as fuck, everything about me popping. Got face, I got body, you name it, I got it. Cocky as fuck, bitch, you know I'm conceited. Your hoe wanna beat me, your nigga want eat it. Cocky as fuck, everything about me popping. Got face, I got body, you name it, I got it. Cocky as fuck, nigga, fuck your opinion. I hustle or get it, I get it, I get it, I get it.
What is going on, Conscious Crew? Look, I know that it's late, but you guys know we was live earlier, and I told you guys we were going to be doing a back-to-back live, but then my man called, and then my man came home, so then I had to, do what lovers do. So now we back, okay? So I know a lot of the Conscious Crew is asleep, but a lot of y'all be nosy as hell around these bewitched hours. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Conscious Crew starts slowly arising from the damn dead and waking up, baby, because baby, y'all done badgered me about this damn commentary. Y'all done blew me up about this whole restraining order gate. So now I'm here. So get your ass up in here and smash and dash on that like button. You guys know that thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So please thumbs up the video. You guys have been doing so amazing on the likes. I cannot complain. Okay, so please continue to be good to the King and be good to the live stream and be good to the like feature, because the better you are to it, the better I'm going to be to you. Also, make sure that you guys, if you are enjoying the King and baby, all of the tea and all of the things the King is bringing you, you can always donate to the platform at $Consciouztv on Cash App and or paypal.me/Consciouztv, and that's conscious but with the Z on the end, just like it is here on the channel. All donation information and social media handles are in the description box below, as well as in the TikToker at the bottom of the screen, scrolling from right to left in red and white. Matter of fact, shout out to my baby father, Stephen Black, for keeping the children informed. Thank you, baby father, for the old nasty piece of child support check. God bless you. And once again, all donation information is in the description box below, you guys. Also, make sure that you guys, did I say this already? Have your notification bell set to all, because you never want to miss a day or hour when the king is in fact king. And last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be a YouTube community or your Snapchat, your MySpace, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let them whores know that we're loud, live, and in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let me speak to the chat, baby. What's going on, my homebody? Hey, Boo. What's going on, Danny? What's going on, Twinkie Kate? Hey, Diana. What's going on, Ian Gardner? Hey, Boo. Hey, Shauna. What's going on, Ari? What's going on, Courtney Jackson? Hey, Boo. Hey, Sharon. What's going on? Is it P. Marcel Singer? Hey, Boo. What's going on, Kalisika? Hey, Boo. Oh no, Shauna. Unfortunately, baby, I will not be able to get anybody up off of anybody, baby. I just came to dance for y'all, baby. I'm just a commentator, baby. If Nique At Night needs help, she's gonna have to run her ass down there to the police, baby. Okay. The people who get paid by our amazing tax dollars to protect and serve everybody, from Wiggins to Nique At Night, baby. Oh no, ma'am, honey. I'm trying to put CTV to damn work, baby. Okay. I'm only come on here to hoot and holler and get my click in the damn boot. And matter of fact, while we there, let me say this, baby. I'm not invested in this situation at all, baby. I'm just here to commentate and to give my little 1-2-1-2 on all the things these people are making social media's business right now. But I do wish everyone well, baby, and whatever the hell happens to any and everybody, I will be reporting loud live and in color and keeping you guys updated, baby. But if Nique At Night needs help, girl, she gonna have to run down there to the courthouse, run down there. I don't know where she live at. Is she in California, girl? Run down there to the LAPD, baby, and make it do what it do. But you guys keep her in your prayers if you guys are concerned for her safety. We're going to get into Nique At Night. We're going to get into the Twitch streamer. We're going to get into Barnyard Wiggins. We're going to get into a special guest who we're going to call the blogger, okay, who is a friend of the Twitch streamer, or at least they were, girl. There are so many moving parts and so much that has played out over the last 48 hours, baby. My head is about to explode. When I tell you that these end of the year retrogrades are so hard damn core, okay? When these end of the year retrogrades are so intense, baby, and problematic, baby, I get my whole entire life while I live luxurious, baby, in my damn igloo, while all hell is breaking loose in the world, baby. All right, so I hope you guys have been having just as an amazing retrograde as I have. Retrograde will officially come to an end on the 15th, but you guys know there's like a shadow period that lasts about a week afterwards. So really, you can just say we're going to be in retrograde until the end of December. We'll be starting the year fresh and new, okay? So for me, retrograde has been super dope. It's been super rewarding, girl. I could not have asked for a better retrograde experience, but I know 4 goddamn people, baby, who are not having the best end of the year yet. And yeah, we're going to chronicle it all here. What's going on, Shayla? Hey, Kush. Hey, Michelle. What's going on, Alexa? What's going on, Danny? Hey, Andrew. Hey, Sharon. What's going on, Tam? Hey, Chocolate Bay. What's going on? Did I say hey to you, Alexa? What's going on, you man on and is? What's going on? What's going on, the Ultimate TV channel? Hey, Judge Shady Court. Hey, Boo. Hey, Keeney. Hey, Whitney. What's going on, Honey NYC? Hey, Avocado. What's going on, Miss Nika? Hey, Boo. What's going on, Nana Lux? It's so many new beautiful faces in the building, baby. I'm loving this for y'all. What's going on, Ari? What's going on, Morky's mom? Hey, baby, long time no see, boo. I miss you so much, honey. I'm getting some nostalgia in the building, baby. Hey, baby. Where you been? Where you and them titties been at? What's going on, my Morky's mom? Hey, y'all. What's going on? Hey, Mashura. Let me make sure I got everybody. If I skipped you, honey, charge it to the and not to my heart. What's going on to, is it Ty Nicole? Hey, boo. What's going on, Kevin the Strawberry? Hey, love. What's going on, Terrence? Hey, Gentle Fluidity. Hey, boo. What's going on, Elsery? Hey, Aquarius Beauty. Hold on, y'all. My eyeballs always drying. This damn fan be drying me out, girl. But you know, I love the ambiance of it all, baby. I can't get rid of the fan, baby, but she do be drying my eyes out. What's going on? Hey, y'all. Hey, Professor Chaos. Okay, you guys. Hey, Five. What's going on, my nigga? Hey, what's going on, Joseph? Hey, y'all. Okay, so we got to get into it, y'all. I'm going to be honest. It's a lot. I was sent the restraining order application by no other than Document Tings. Big shout out, big shout out to Document Tings. You know, Document Tings is one of our residential court paperwork gatherers, girl. So big shout out to him. Please subscribe to Document Tings. That's Document TINGZ on both Twitter and YouTube, girl. A lot of y'all's cases that you guys love to keep up with, from Megan Thee Stallion to the Diddy case. I mean, he does it all, honey. Okay, he gets into the deposition, baby. He gets a hold of all them damn people business, child. So please subscribe to him. All right, and shout out to him. We're going to be reading from the restraining orders application. We're going to also be talking about all of the things that now have Nique in her feeling, that has the Twitch streamer more in his feelings, that got him at odds now with his blogger friend. And I just want to ask you guys right now, which one y'all want first? Do y'all want the Nique At Night drama and then we finish with the restraining order, or do we need to get into the restraining order application first and then get into the YouTube shenanigans? Thank you so much, Morky. You know, I live good, baby. I live good, baby. Yes, God. Okay, just had to break. What's going on, Veronica? Hey, Reginald. Hey, boo. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Is it Rena? Hey, Rena. Hey, boo. So which one y'all want first, girl? Y'all want to? Okay, so we're gonna have to do a lot of reading when it comes to the restraining order. Okay. So let's start with the restraining order, since you guys want that first and foremost. And we are wishing the best, baby, for all of the parties involved, from the Twitch streamer to the blogger to Nique At Night, baby, to even Barnyard Wiggins, baby. We just sending light and love, child. Like I said, at this point, baby, I don't even know who the hell to root for. Okay, so I ain't got no rooster in the fight, child. I'm just an observer. That's it, and that is all. So you guys know that we reported on the drama of Barnyard Wiggins and the Twitch streamer. Now, you guys know that the Twitch streamer and Barnyard Wiggins ran into each other at the Megan Thee Stallion trial. If you guys want the whole backstory on their relationship and how it got this bad up to this point, please check out my previous commentary where I did an hour-and-a-half video, I believe, chronicling the drama. All right. So you guys know Barnyard Wiggins left the Megan Thee Stallion trial early, and he began to tweet out a series of distressing tweets from 30,000 feet in the air, coach in Spirit Airline, where he was safe and on his way back to LA from Miami. These distressing tweets were in reference to the Twitch streamer, who also was reporting and doing boot to ground trial coverage regarding Megan versus Milagro scams. Okay. Now, in these tweets, he began to express how he fears for his life. He fears that the Twitch streamer will one day do something erratic and fatal to him, and he's really scared out of his mind, and he's freaked out, and he's in need of the cheapest, most affordable, damn near pro bono attorney on the market, you know, for a very rich bitch. He was looking for very cheap services, okay? While already being on the cheap flight. My God, today, can we pick a struggle here? Just one damn struggle here, okay? Now, this seemed a little odd because first and foremost, he was hooting and hollering and in all this petrified fear on his way home. Not while in Miami, not while at the courthouse, not even while in proximity to the Twitch streamer, but did all this hooting and hollering and had this entire anxiety attack from 30,000 feet in the air on the way home while the Twitch streamer was still 2 feet to the ground in Miami. Now, the way that those distressing tweets went out, I thought that Barnyard Wiggins was panicking so bad, girl, that the pilot was going to have to throw his ass out of the plane and just put a parachute on the back of him, girl, and just hope that he landed safely wherever the hell they were over the damn Atlantic Ocean, okay? Because, baby, it was just a lot, and nobody really understood why or where this was coming from. Now, he did say in the tweets that he just began to think on some things and reflect on some things and how he knows that he's going to encounter this person again in future coverage and trial coverage because he plans on being at future trials so that he can clout chase off celebrities, and so does the Twitch streamer. Now, as a little bit of context here, Wiggins initially wasn't even going to go to the Megan Thee Stallion trial because there was so much drama from the Diddy trial that most of Barnyard Wiggins' ops had promised to emphatically put a foot deep off in his asshole, baby. Okay? So Barnyard Wiggins came on live saying that, look, girl, I don't want none of that smoke, baby. Okay, my pussy already blown out, girl, from the east to the west, baby. I don't need nobody's size 11 and a half up there either, bitch. So he said, girl, he was done. He was retired, that we could have it, baby. You know, he made every excuse, girl, to not have to ever go down there and cover nobody's trial again. All right. So when the Megan Thee Stallion trial came up, he ended up jumping back into the group chat and asking his robots if they, in fact, wanted him to go down there to give some coverage. Now, mind you, the Twitch streamer was already in Miami, had made it to Miami, I think 2 days earlier. I think he got there maybe Sunday or Saturday. I don't know. But he was there ahead of time of Barnyard Wiggins, all right? And he had long stated that he was interested in covering the trial and was going to be there at the trial. So he was already there when Barnyard Wiggins got there. Now, before Barnyard Wiggins actually landed in Miami, because Barnyard Wiggins had made it known that he was going to be coming to the trial, the Twitch streamer did a video basically letting Barnyard Wiggins know that if he thought he was going to come to Miami and exploit Milagro Grams and all of her pain, that he was willing to beat the living daylights out of his motherfucking ass, girl. Beat the living Twilight Zone out of his ass, baby, okay? And he said, look, on top of that, you know, we got some unfinished business, girl. So if you, well, actually, I need that. And I need you to actually run me that, baby. This fade is long overdue. And we can go and get into a boxing ring and make some money and make a whole thing out of it. Either way, you got to catch this ass whipping, girl. You can catch it corporately. You can catch it professionally, baby. We can catch it for Zeus, baby. Or we can just find a back alley bitch that I can bang your ass up and through and into by. Okay, I tell you, you remember that scene in Freddy Krueger, The First Nightmare on Elm Street, where Freddy dragged Tina ass all up and down the damn bedroom, girl, just slid her corpse, baby, all up and through the ceiling, all into the corners, all into the cabins, baby. That's what I had imagined the Twitch streamer wanted to do to Barnyard Wiggins. So fast forward, Barnyard Wiggins gets to the trial, and apparently both of them have this chance encounter in the female restroom, girl. Apparently, Wiggins came in there to take a big poo, okay? He had to open up that pussy, baby. Them guts were souring, baby. That diaper was soiled, girl, and he had to let that poot out, bitch, all right? According to, depending on who you ask, girl, if you ask alleged witnesses, the Twitch streamer followed Barnyard Wiggins into the restroom. If you ask the Twitch streamer, The Twitch streamer didn't even know that Barnyard Wiggins was in the female restroom with him. So he went there, girl, to just splash some water over his face, and he started singing all type of nuck and buck and crunk and I'll fuck you up ass nigga music out loud. And apparently Barnyard Wiggins took this as a subliminal, took this as a whole threat, okay? And politely twirled his ass on out of the restroom and reported the ordeal to, I guess, the court administration. Apparently, there was a alleged attorney who was also in the female restroom with them, dushing, flushing his coochie out, girl. And he alleged that he also heard something, that he heard the Twitch streamer in the bathroom being loud, but couldn't really make out exactly what the Twitch streamer was saying. Now, apparently the judge got involved and they tried to get to the bottom of it and to just figure out who said what and what. Ultimately, it culminated in nothing. Just a bunch of day 2 drama at the courthouse. All right. Now, fast forward. Everything is fine. There's no more freak incidents between these two. Everybody plays nice. Everybody, goes to their respective corners. And now Barnyard Wiggins is 30,000 in the feet on the way home to LA. He's freaking out. He's asking people to send him cheap ass attorneys that he could use. He wants people to send him all the footage, all the clips they have of the Twitch streamer threatening him. It's all of this and all of that. Now, I went live, right? And I said this. I'm never going to tell anybody who believes that there's a genuine threat against their life to not be proactive, because when you don't know people and you don't know what's in their heart, I mean, you are more than within your right to go consult with authorities and go do what you need to do and lay your rights down, baby, and pick you up some protection in its place. So if Barnyard Wiggins was genuinely afraid, especially since not only there had been some courtroom drama at the Megan Thee Stallion trial, but also there's been built up tension because these two have come to blows before, a year ago at a Zeus Network event where there was an assault between the both of these individuals. And we'll get back to that Zeus Network event in a little bit. All right. So as far as I'm concerned, I really didn't know whether Barnyard Wiggins was sincere in his alleged fear. It kind of really wasn't given that. It was really given that Wiggins just has been made a nervous wreck out of, and he don't want no smoke with this Twitch streamer, especially after already getting a 2-piece from his ass at a previous event, girl. And Wiggins knows that he's never going to acquiesce to the demands of the Twitch streamer to correct certain narratives that the Twitch streamer believes that Barnyard Wiggins is responsible for, aka him being a stalker, aka him being a harasser, aka him being a sociopath and out of his motherfucking mind. The Twitch streamer want Wiggins to undo all of those narratives from their previous controversies, but Wiggins is not interested in acquiescing at the very least, not at all. So Wiggins is also a competitor. And I'm sure he looks at the Twitch streamer is a competitor of some kind. So somewhere between the possibility that Wiggins is genuinely afraid because of his past history and then some of the energy from the Twitch streamer leading up to him coming to Miami, or somewhere between taking advantage of all this energy and suppressing the Twitch streamer once and for all, keeping his ass from around him, keeping his ass from attending future celebrity court trials, because the Twitch streamer has been able to successfully have some really good moments at these trials in terms of saying wild ass shit to celebrities, gaslighting their ass, or just, having a moment. Now, those of us who are not new to Barnyard Wiggins know that Barnyard Wiggins, despite how arrogant he acts, despite how he beats on his chest like King Kong, even though he only got one good titty to beat on these days, unfortunately, due to that botched LA, cosmetic surgery that he endured, girl. Despite beating on that one good titty, girl, you know, he's frail. He's a narcissist, in my opinion. He's deeply insecure, and he suffers from inferiority complexities, which he makes up for by acting as if he's the head honcho and acting as if he feels more bossy than what he really does. So with me having my own personal experiences with Wiggins, I would not be surprised if he also feels inferior to the Twitch streamer, despite the fact that the Twitch streamer is a smaller content creator, despite the fact that Barnyard Wiggins has a bigger platform. Because when it comes to envy and when it comes to jealousy, the things that people can be jealous of are a multitude of things. There are people who can have more money but can be jealous of your personality. There are people who can have personality but may be jealous of the fact that you can attract love and that you are married. There are people who can be envious of the way that you look. There are people who can be envious of what you earn. There are people who can be envious of your anointing, of your gifting, etc. So just because one person may seemingly look like they have more than the other does not negate the fact that there can be jealousy still from that individual. So because Barnyard Wiggins is a fake ass bitch, I don't know what aroused him to conjure up all this fear all of a sudden in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean on his way home, girl. But we're here. And I told Wiggins that because he done hoot and hollered before, he claimed he was going to file restraining orders and sue the Twitch streamer in previous controversies, and then did all of fucking nothing but bend the knee, catch this man outside in LA, kiss his ass, take photos with him, etc., play in his fucking face because he didn't want that fucking ass whipping. I was like, girl, just do what the fuck you gonna do. Like, if you're gonna file a restraining order, file your fucking restraining order. I don't know what the fuck you want us to do about it. You know, we don't have a heaven or a hell or a goddamn jail cell to put the Twitch streamer is, girl. So if you scared, you can just go to church or you can go down there to the LAPD, baby, and file your paperwork. Well, it looks like, guess what? Barnyard Wiggins filed his motherfucking paperwork, all right? Now, I'm going to begin reading this restraining order, okay? It's a request for civil harassment restraining orders. And I'm not going to pull up the actual document because some of the information isn't blotched out, and their addresses and phone numbers and all type of things in this petition. So, girl, this is all that's going to be on the screen. It's right here, okay? This whole thing here. Now, hold on. Let me pull up the petition. So this is what the petition reads, you all. And you guys, please thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, baby. Thumbs up. Not Barnyard Wiggins is going to be bleaching next year, bitch. A mess. A motherfucking mess. All right. So it reads, Civil Protective Order filed in the Superior Court of California County of Los Angeles on December the 1st of this year, you guys, all right, by David W. Slayton, who is the Clerk of Court Executive Officer. The person seeking the protection, of course, is Armon Wiggins, who is 37, but looks like a hard 47. And the person that he wants protection from is, of course, the Twitch streamer, who is 36. And once again, remember, they both live in California. So this is what really got the Twitch streamer. I mean, not the Twitch. This is what really got Barnyard Wiggins, girl, spooked and nervous, child. Okay, so it says relationship of parties. Wiggins writes, no relationship online, content creator. And I don't know why his handwriting looks like that of Chicken Little, baby. It's definitely given, stunted development. It's definitely given alcohol fetal syndrome, girl. I mean, this handwriting is really challenging. Wow. I mean, wow. I mean, yeah, wow. God damn. Like, I'm going to need a damn interpreter, bitch. Like, he could have did this shit on Braille. Like, I'd rather close my eyes, bitch, and feel around for the damn vowels because my eyes are taking a blow, baby. Jesus, y'all run the likes up, girl. The king is really working, bitch, okay? Y'all know I ain't got 2020 sight no more, bitch. It's giving about 2010 in this mother. So please thumbs up the video, girl, for the sake of my damn eyesight up in this mother. All right, now it says venue. Why are you filing in this county? It says this person lives in the county and I was harassed by the Twitch streamer. It says other court cases. Have you or any of these persons named in 3 been involved in another court case with person number 2? He says yes. And he checks off criminal. God damn. My God. Then it says, how did the Twitch streamer basically harass you? All right. He says sees attachment number 2. Now, he got his attachments loaded up, girl. All right. He got them exhibits laid out, baby. It says, did the person number 2, aka the Twitch streamer, use or threaten to use a GUN or any other weapon? He checks off no. Were you harmed or injured because of the harassment? He says no. Did the police come? He says no. Has the Twitch streamer harassed you at other times? He says yes, and refers to attachment 7 for harassment. Check the orders you want. He checks personal conduct orders. I asked the court to order the Twitch streamer not to do any of the following things to me or to any person to be protected and listed in 3, which is harass, intimidate, molest, attack, strike, stalk, threaten, assault, actually or otherwise hit, abuse, destroy personal property of, or disturb the peace of the person. Contact the person either directly or indirectly in any way, including but not limited to in person, by telephone, in writing, by public or private mail, by inter-office mail, by email, by text messages, by fax, or by other electronic means. He checks off the stay away orders. I asked the court to order the Twitch streamer to stay at least 100 motherfucking yards away from me, my home, my job, or workplace. Then he checks the box other, which is digital/social media contact. Girl, did Armon Wiggins write this shit in a state of anxiety, girl? Maybe his handwriting was due, girl, to his damn respiratory system, girl, being in a state of shock, baby. Because the way that he was scribbling and scrabbling through this, girl, it was definitely giving Tina ass running away from Ike, baby, out of that damn limousine. He also checked the box for temporary restraining order. Has the Twitch streamer been told that you were going to go to court to seek a TRO against him or her? He says no. He says, I fear further harassment or escalation if he is, see, girl, I don't even know. If he is, what the fuck is this? If he is informed, Jesus Christ, before the TRO is issued. Let me just show y'all the writing. Hold on. I'm going to take the screen back to where it is, but let me just show y'all the writing, child. Let me show y'all what the hell I'm fighting through. Reading this handwriting giving me damn anxiety. Y'all see this? Can y'all see this? Then he spelled escalation wrong. Hold on, bitch. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong. Is it me or did he spell it wrong? Hold on. Because escalation. Did he spell escalation wrong? Hold on. Oh, yeah, he spelled it wrong, child. He put escalation. My God. Baby. And these are the bitches who new media. These motherfucking hoes are new media. These are new media. My God. Today, baby. Jesus Christ, girl. I know Megan Cooner somewhere, baby, scissoring her bob off, baby. New media and can't even spell escalation. My God, today. All right, let's switch out, child. That's a mess. That is a whole hot Diggity miss. And on court papers at that, baby, you wasn't going to spell your most efficiently on a court document, maybe where it actually matters. Where it matters. So then it goes on to request to give less than 5 days of notice, okay? You must have your papers personally served on the person, which is the Twitch streamer, at least 5 days before the hearing, unless the court orders a shorter time for service, okay? So the Twitch streamer already said that he was, in fact, served, and he was kind of shocked, baby, that his ass ended up being served. So he's acknowledged that he has received service. Baby, so Wiggins is serious. My God. Go ahead, Wiggins, with your bad self, you ugly bitch. Nah, it says request to give less than 5 days notice of hearing. Oh, I just read that. He checks off no fee for filing. You know, the bitch always looking for something free, girl. He always looking for something free, baby. He want a pro bono attorney. He want free flights. He want free meals, baby. I mean, bitch, you might as well just be a damn government recipient, bitch, the way that you into free shit. Oh, to all my new supporters, girl, who from the church sector, when we get into pop culture commentary, girl, you know, I get real loose. I get real cussy, real fussy, you know, just get real hood and act like I ain't going to heaven. So, of course, he requested, girl, no fee. A no fee for filing service. He checks off there should be no filing fee because the Twitch streamer has used or threatened to use violence against me, has stalked me, and has acted or spoken in some other way that makes me reasonably fear violence. He also should receive no fee for filing because the sheriff or marshal should serve or notify the Twitch streamer about the orders for free because my request for orders is based on unlawful violence, a credible threat of violence, or stalking. I also should receive no fee for filing services because there should be no filing fee, and the sheriff or marshal should serve the Twitch streamer for free because I am entitled to a damn free waiver. I mean, why do they even have this damn option? Like, who the hell actually is going to check off, yeah, I want to pay the damn fee waiver? Who actually is going to check off, girl, I want to pay the fee for filing or service? I mean, why is it even there? You might as well just make it free for everybody. So let's scroll on down, girl. Number of pages attached to this form are several. Of course, it's dated for December the 1st of 2025. He spells the G's in Wiggins as sixes, girl. Just add one more six and it'll be perfect, girl. A 666 ass bitch. We're scrolling down. All right, let's get into the attachments. And I may be able to show you guys this. I don't think, hold on. Let me just scan through I just don't want to show nobody information. Hold on. Okay, it doesn't seem like anybody's information is in. No, you know, let me just be safe. Let me just continue to read. All right, so he now has his attachments, girl, to the order. All right. Now, attachment 4 says case title, Barnyard Wiggins versus Twitch streamer, section, relationship of parties. Wiggins' point of view is we met in person in 2023 and were acquaintances briefly. In 2023, he attempted to attack me and we ended up in a physical altercation. Since that time, we have not had any personal or friendly relationship, but he has continued to harass and threaten me online and in person. Well, I mean, factually, you guys did make up and reconcile and then fall out again and then made up at the Diddy trial and then fell out again. So there's been up and downs, but you know, there's that. Now, attachment 7 is description of harassment. All right, baby, this one is gonna get good. On Tuesday, November 26th of this year, while I was covering a court case in Miami, the respondent confronted me inside the courthouse bathroom. He called me derogatory names, became aggressive, and told me that he was going to fight the hell out of me. An officer of the court was present and witnessed the threat. When we returned to the courtroom, the judge stopped the proceedings to ask who was being threatened, and a lawyer informed the judge that he heard the respondent make threats toward me. This incident is part of a long pattern of harassment dating back to 2023. In 2023, the respondent attempted to attack me, and we ended up in a physical altercation. Since that time, he has continued to harass, threaten, and target me both online and in person. From 2023 through 2025, the respondent has repeatedly posted hostile, threatening, and harassing content directed at me on social media. I have more than 20 to 30 videos, tweets, and posts in which he insults me, threatens violence, and tries to provoke confrontation, Judge. On November 29th of 2025, he posted a direct threatening message toward me on X stating, quote, "I'ma stay on your neck, coward." This message was targeted at me by name and continues his ongoing escalation, which he spelled correctly here. I have not contacted or threatened the respondent. Even when I make general public posts unrelated to him, he takes them personally and responds with threats, harassment, and attempts to provoke conflict. His behavior is escalating, obsessive, and unpredictable. I fear for my personal safety. I am requesting immediate protection from the respondent due to the pattern of harassment, the recent direct threats, and the escalation witnessed inside a courthouse. Additional ongoing concerns. The harassment has continued into 2025 of November and remains active as of this week. This person in item number 2 has recently posted publicly that he intends to attend multiple upcoming court hearings and trials, including dates where I actively work as a reporter. Oh, here we go, and a goddamn content creator. Megan, can you go and reverse this damn order for this new media girl? I can't, girl. I can't. He has already confronted me in person at a courthouse in Miami where he verbally threatened me in the bathroom and stated he wanted to fight my big ass. His online posts indicate that he intends to continue showing up wherever court cases are taking place, which puts me at a direct risk of further confrontations while I am working. I am not seeking contact with him, but he repeatedly targets me online, tags me by name, threatens to stay on my neck, makes statements suggesting confrontation. This makes me fear that future in-person harassment or violence will occur during my work assignments. I also became aware that the person in item number 2 has an open misdemeanor case in Los Angeles Superior Court. Here's the big-ass case number here, Your Honor. Just look for yourself. With future court dates scheduled. While I am not using this case to allege wrongdoing, it increases my fear because it shows a pattern of, what is this? Oh, validity. And I am concerned about my safety when he continues targeting me directly because a major part of my job requires me to be inside. It doesn't require you to be inside of courthouses, but hey, because a major part of my job requires me to be inside of courthouses reporting on legal proceedings, I cannot avoid these locations. You actually can, honey. You are a independent contractor of YouTube, and you get to determine what the hell it is that your content is every day. You are not mandated, obliged, nor have to even be in the courtroom, especially considering that you said you had retired and had no interest in reporting on those stories, really because you didn't want to get your ass whipped. But hey, he goes on to say, I am requesting protection so I can safely work without being threatened, confronted, or harassed in person or online. Now, that's reasonable to want to be able to do your job without a camera being shoved up your ass. Then he provides screenshots of the Twitch streamer's Twitter that reads, Barnyard Wiggin, since you not been beefing with, hold on, let me see if I can minimize this so I can read it correctly. And it's turned horizontally. Barnyard Wiggin, since you not beefing with nobody that makes less money than you, why spin narratives to make people hate me? Is it because that's how you stay on top? All right. Okay, so that's one tweet. You guys, thumbs up. It's 425 of you guys in the building. I appreciate you guys being here. I knew you nosy motherfuckers was going to be here, baby, in the midnight hour, baby. I knew y'all was going to show up for the king, baby. Y'all never disappoint, baby. Show some love to the thumbs up button. Y'all encourage the Conscious Crew to hit the thumbs up, baby. It don't cost you nothing to support your favorite. Then there's another Twitter post that reads, Dear Barnyard Wiggins, the Twitch streamer is the king of true crime. I will be attending Ray J's trial, Lil Durk's trial, David's court hearings, and I will show up to any and every court hearing feasible. Then there is a repost by another Twitter user from the Twitch streamer that reads, Barnyard Wiggins is jealous of me, and y'all got it confused due to his larger audience full of ninja bitches, punks, and sissies. Run a fade or shut the fuck up. Anyone claim the fame is off commentary and stand culture don't rank to me. Woo! Okay, so that concluded Barnyard Wiggins application and petition to the courts, you guys. All right. Now I think the exhibits are cute. Especially that last one was pretty, it was pretty direct, run a fade or fuck up. So, the Twitch streamer can argue that, girl, he gave him options at least. But, that's probably going to hold significant value when things pop off. Now, here's the thing. The petition for a restraining order was denied. However, they've been given a court hearing on the 18th of this month, girl, at 8:30 a.m. in room 302, Department 65. Okay, this is the hearing date here. So they have a hearing coming up. And once again, the Twitch streamer has stated that he, in fact, is and has been served. Now, here it is. Temporary restraining order has been denied until the court hearing to specify reasons for denial below. All right. So let me explain what happens, because I've dealt with protective orders, etc. I've dealt with crazy hoes and I've been a crazy hoe. All right. So what happens when you file a protective order is if you are the petitioner, aka we say the plaintiff, you go down to your magistrate, you file a written application. That written application gets submitted. You attach your photos, your screenshots, whatever information you need to. You state all the reasons in which you feel you are in need of a protective order. The magistrate office will rule a yes or a no. Okay? In this case, they denied his written argument for a restraining order. So then they will extend you a court hearing so that you can come forth in person and provide a persuasive oral argument for said restraining order. All right. This also will give the defendant an opportunity to also argue and to contest this order. Okay. Now, since the Twitch streamer was served, what he was also served with was all of the evidence in this case, the argument, the application itself that Wiggins submitted, because when you file for a restraining order, the courts allow the defendant to see what they're going up against, what is desired from the petitioner, etc. So this allows the opposition to, handle their business and to do their big one in their own self-defense. The bomb threat to the Miami federal courthouse during the the hell trial, anything. I'm not sure, Texas Chicken. I've never, I didn't even hear about a bomb threat. So yeah, I'm not really sure, but I wouldn't be damn surprised, baby. It might have been Armon ass dropping fucking grenades from that Spirit Airline flight on top of that goddamn courthouse, girl, on his way out, girl. Okay? Maybe that's why he was tweeting from 30,000 feet, baby, trying to deflect from the fact that he was dropping grenades and shit from the plane, bitch. All right? Trying to unalive the Twitch streamer, girl. So, written, oh shit, what I done did. Okay, written argument denied. However, given a in-person argument. Now, to be honest, I'm not really sure about LA, but I know that in most southern states, first of all, I want to say this. It's very easy to get a restraining order. I know people who have literally gotten restraining orders and civil protective orders literally just off the strength of an allegation, girl, like had no facts, had no substance to their arguments, girl, and was granted a civil protective order. Also, I think courts would typically deny written arguments. They would prefer to really hear what you have to say. They want to hear how serious you are. They want to see a full gamut of evidence to support a restraining order, because courts just also don't want to typically just, well, some courts do. I mean, on one hand, it's easy to get a restraining order, but then on the other hand, they also like you to appear in person because, you know, they just don't want people walking around with frivolous restraining orders put on them for fucking nothing. So typically they would deny your written argument to force you to come in if you're taking this seriously, if you really want this, and also allow the other person to show up so they can really sort through the situation at hand. Okay? Now, I guess I should say this before we move on from the restraining order to the shenanigans going on social media. I'm going to say what I always say. I think that in this case, the restraining order is going to be mutual. I think that what's going to happen is that on the 18th, when they both make this court appearance, the both of them are going to go fucking ballistic. I think the judge is going to get so fucking confused and overstimulated and overwhelmed by both of their whining and yapping and yabba dabba damn doing, and is going to just see how fucking messy and disagreeable and unreasonable both of these people are, girl, that the judge is just going to grant both of their ass a damn protective order and tell them to stay the fuck away from each other. Okay? That's my prediction, girl, for how the hearing is going to go. A lot of times when a situation is super volatile on both sides and it seems like there's a mutual toxicity, girl, like, I'm sure that the Twitch streamer is going to make the argument that Wiggins is emotionally and mentally abusive and weaponizes his platform, and that's how he fights. And Wiggins is going to make the argument that the Twitch streamer is physically aggressive and threatening and menacing. And between both of those extreme claims about each other, girl, mutual protective order. Okay? So that's my prediction, girl, is that more than likely both of them are going to be put on a protective order. Now, how that's going to work when it comes to the fact that they both may end up in shared spaces, since they both like to go down there to celebrity and high profile cases and do their thing, I'm not really sure, girl, if it's going to be a who get there first gets, you know, home advantage, or how the mixing is, but they'll figure that out. But yeah, prediction is mutual protective order. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is going to be granted? Do you think the courts are just going to grant in favor of Wiggins? Do you guys think that the courts are going to pull a reverse Uno and grant in favor of the Twitch streamer? Do you think that the judge is going to throw both of their black asses out of court, girl, and just tell them to go grow the fuck up? Or do you think that there's going to be a mutual protective order? Should we do a poll? Should we do a poll? You know, let's do a poll. We haven't done a poll in some time, child. Okay. Julius said Wiggins should win. And Wiggins definitely have enough evidence from the Zeus Network beatdown to the alleged courthouse bathroom showdown, to a lot of the commentary that's been given around begging Barnyard for a fade and needing that and wanting that. Definitely don't see him having any problems really being able to argue his side, for sure. Okay, Sharon says mutual makes sense. Okay, Michelle A says Wiggins should win. Okay. I got one put on me last year from my brothers. Oh my goodness, honey, not you out there ghetto and a whole gangster girl. Calm down, honey, calm down. Okay. Love Child says Wiggins is full of crap. He shouldn't have gone to Miami if he was in fear. Wiggins has been fighting this dude for years. Okay. Zingen says, I think Wiggins will get the restraining order. The streamer is the only one threatening and harassing. Homebody says, I think the judge is going to dismiss this completely. Reginald says Barnyard. Okay. Honey says Wiggins. All right. Let's still do a poll. I'm going to ask how many of y'all. Let me see here. How many of y'all start a poll? Is it a Q&A or a poll? Hold on. Doo-doo. Okay. How many? No. Will Wiggins be given? Oh shit. Be given restraining order. Okay. I just set the poll off in motion. All right. Let me see here what you guys are saying. And then we're going to move into, girl, the Nique At Night portion. Because it is a lot going on. My God, today. They're going to have to really bring the evidence to prove harassment. I think they, see, the thing about Wiggins is that Wiggins is more subliminal. So I think the Twitch streamer is going to have a hard time for sure. But I think that the Twitch streamer is really good at just cranking up a lot of noise and really creating the perception of a lot of like emotional intensity that may bring the judge to just feel like it's a lot going on between these two individuals, even though Wiggins may have the stronger argument for restraining order. But because of the Twitch streamer's ability to like rouse up a lot of emotionality, it may result in the judge, girl, just being like, yeah, girl, y'all both need to stay away from each other because it's too goddamn much. Okay, let's read the poll. Okay, so 62% of you guys basically believe that Wiggins will be given a restraining order. 37 believe that he won't. Okay, so more than half of everybody believes that Wiggins will be granted successfully a PTO. Okay. 40 of y'all believe. Hell to the next. Okay. All right. 61% says yes. Got it. All right. So let's move into the goddamn drama, baby. Now, this is a whole hot mess. And look, like I said, baby, I ain't got no rooster in a damn fight. I don't give a damn who gets a restraining order and who don't, baby. I'm just a damn observer, and I'm just getting my click in a goddamn view, baby. All right. Okay, I just got a cash app from the Twitch streamer who says drop the link or go to my last video tab. Okay, well, let's go to the tab first. And let me do some of my commentary, Twitch streamer, and then I don't mind bringing you up. So let's go to the Twitch streamers. He said go to his description box of his last video. Let's see here. I assume that the Twitch stream is talking about the video Nique At Night files restraining order. I'm going to assume that's the description box. Oh, let me see. Go to my last video tab. Okay. Okay, so let's oh, there is no description in the last video. Let's go to the video tab. Maybe this is okay. So there is no descriptions in the description box. Okay, let me see. Nope. Yeah. So there is no. Yeah, there's no descriptions in the description box of the last video. Let me go to the. Now, you know damn well Twitch streamer that I can't play your shit, girl, because baby, I know how you like to line the girls up, baby, on the copyright. Now you know damn well I'm not gonna play your damn video, baby. You got to know that the CTV is smarter than that, sugar. Oh no, man, you ain't about to official king cunt me, bitch, and have me over here with 47,000 goddamn copyright claims, baby. No, ma'am. So what I will do though is I will drop the link and allow the Twitch streamer to come up. I just want to get through some of my commentary first, and then we'll drop the link and allow the Twitch streamer to pop the fuck off. So, okay, so let's get to this, you guys, so that I can just get through this super quick. All right, so Nique At Night. So let's talk about Nique At Night a little bit. Shout out to Nique At Night. Nique At Night has been over here, girl. She's clicked the link and stuff and been on panels. So we heard from her following the Tory Lanez shooting trial of Megan Thee Stallion, and she was responding to Milagram's bullshit because Milagram's have put some bullshit in the courthouse, child. Okay, so it was a lot going on up here. So shout out to Nique At Night. So Nique At Night and the Twitch streamer have become acquainted. Okay, I'm going to say that they had some issues at first on social media. The Twitch streamer said some jokes or whatever and was kind of joning her. And when they finally saw each other at one of these damn trials, girl, you know, she decided to confront him and tell him how she felt about some of his commentary about her. They ultimately end up being able to clean it up and, you know, hold hands and walk into a coffee shop and, you know, talk shit about other people together. Everything been cool since, right? All right, fast forward. The Diddy trial happens. Now, the Diddy trial started off promising, even though there was tensions boiling over up until that point. So now we're going to be talking about three people here. We're going to be talking about the Twitch streamer. We're going to be talking about his friend that we're going to call the blogger. And we're going to be talking about Nique At Night. All right. So you guys know the Twitch streamer and Barnyard Wiggins came into that trial with heavy tensions. However, they seem to have blown things over. There's footage of Wiggins being very playful with the Twitch streamer at the trial. You know, they are kikiing, they're talking, everything is very cordial. Apparently, you know, a lot of them, they ended up at the same eateries and restaurants during their time down in New York. Everything seemed to have been pleasant. Okay, now there was one infamous dinner that ended up being a chance encounter, girl. You know, apparently nobody had coordinated being at this restaurant together, but the universe just seemed to have brought everybody in. Now, the people that had the most tension coming into the Diddy trial was, of course, the Twitch streamer, Barnyard Wiggins, and the Twitch streamer's friend, the blogger, who almost stumped the damn mud hole in Wiggins at Central Park. But they seem to have also smoothed things over as well. Okay? But then fast forward, this chance encounter dinner happens and things are okay. Apparently the Twitch streamer leaves first. It's laughs, it's gags, everything's fine. New York concludes. Everybody takes their black ass home. Well, once everybody gets their black ass home, the real goddamn tea about a lot of the dynamics begin to be narrated. The Twitch streamer's friend, the blogger, gave a full breakdown of his beef with Wiggins, what led up to their beef, what happened in Central Park, what happened after he thought that they made up, and then Barnyard Wiggins put that Gemini shit again. I know all about the Gemini bullshit because that's a part of why I don't fuck with Wiggins as well, okay? Because me and Wiggins also tried the acquainted shit, but then the flip-floppy, fake-ass, underhanded bullshit began. So I've been on his neck, you know, politely and quite beautifully and quite strategically ever since, okay? So they come home, the blogger, you know, gives this big spiel about all the bullshit that happens, about how fake Wiggins is, and about how he's basically going to slap the out of the next time out of Wiggins the next time that he sees Wiggins. Okay, he makes that promise, girl, that I'm putting hands, feet, and ashy elbows on your motherfucking ass the next time that I see you, girl. So you just better be EMT ready, girl. All right. Now, apparently, this commentary inspires the Twitch streamer who's like, oh, shit. Let me tell y'all about the fuck shit that he was doing to me down at the trial. And the Twitch streamer began to also give his own commentary about how underhanded Barnyard Wiggins is and about how Barnyard Wiggins was making him feel very uncomfortable and he felt like he had to navigate shit in a very strange way and he just felt very tense and he just couldn't really get comfortable in his own skin and you know that Barnyard Wiggins was doing slick shit and he was turning other people against him at the trial. One of those people was Laura LaRosa from the Breakfast Club, who initially was very, I guess, polite to the Twitch streamer, but then after a conversation she had, according to the Twitch streamer with Barnyard Wiggins, he felt that Laura LaRosa's energy was weird. Hell, he even felt like Nique's energy was a little bit fucking weird at times, during the Diddy trial. Now, what's interesting about both the blogger and the Twitch streamer's perspective and experience of Wiggins is that it was further corroborated when Barnyard Wiggins did his own stream following coming home from the Diddy trial, where he brought over Nique At Night, who put Wiggins on blast for basically being an asshole and being a controlling freak because she told him to his face that he is territorial and that he will get mad at people that he's close to if they are acquainted or associated with people that he doesn't like. That would be the blogger in this case and also the Twitch streamer. She said that there were times, hell, that she knew he also had an attitude with her ass because she was just keeping it cute with everybody. And there would be days that he wouldn't speak to her, that they would be in line and, he wouldn't take the initiative to, fluff her titties and, to treat her like a motherfucking lady. And she said that she just accepts that as a part of who Wiggins is, which is just a two-faced, foul-ass, insecure asshole. Okay? So now shit is all the way back up and stuck, baby. Okay? You got the blogger on Wiggins' ass. You got the Twitch streamer on Wiggins' ass. Now, let's fast forward now to current moment. So, Wiggins files a petition for a restraining order against the Twitch streamer. Nique At Night decides that she wants to cover the restraining order. And here's her video here from 3 days ago. This is where it all began, girl, in this 2-hour and 29-minute mark. So, she states in her commentary that, she provided both the Twitch streamer and Barnyard Wiggins a courtesy call to let them know that, hey, I hope you guys don't mind. Not that I give a fuck, but I'm going to be, covering this restraining order, etc. And she also claimed that she was interested in the coverage because she has a raggedy ass bitch on the internet who she's considering filing some paperwork on as well. So she's curious to see how all of this is going to play out. All right. Now, during this commentary, the Twitch streamer called in because there were people in her chat. I think she calls her subscribers the Night Owls. Is that the Night Owls? She calls them the Night Owls? I think the Night Owls. The Night Owls were, I guess, flaming the Twitch streamer up. I really didn't pay attention to the goddamn chat, but they were tearing his ass up as, I guess, she was explaining, because now she was giving her account of what happened from beginning to end, okay? From her perspective, what led up to all this contention and this big blow up between Wiggins and the streamer. So toward the end of her commentary, she drops the link for the Twitch streamer. He comes up, he begins to defend himself, and he begins to cite his point of view and explain to Nique, because he feels like there were things that she didn't know and that there were things that she may have even overlooked, whether that be intentionally or unintentionally in terms of the chronological order of the way things played out. While he's doing that, his blogger friend also joins the call. The blogger friend begins to affirm the Twitch streamer in some ways and agree to his experience of what's taking place and kind of what happened, and also, you know, relating to him because he had a mutually fake ass experience of Wiggins too. But then also there was a point where the blogger also disagreed with some of the ways in which the Twitch streamer has gone about dealing with Wiggins, and he began to express what he felt were inconsistencies in the Twitch streamer's pathology, and he began to express how he just feels like basically the Twitch streamer could just ignore the fuck out of Armon if Armon is somebody that he doesn't like and doesn't like him, and he just feels like, really, I felt like what the blogger really wanted to say to the Twitch streamer was, girl, you're putting 20 on motherfucking 10. You don't like him. He don't like you. So just don't fuck with him. He don't fuck with you. And if he don't like you, there's nothing you can do about it. You a big boy. Deal with it. You know, people don't have to like you. People don't have to like me. We're all bloggers. We talk about each other. It is what the fuck it is. Okay? Baby, the Twitch streamer wasn't here for that bitch. Okay? The Twitch streamer was, you know, fighting for his life and fighting for there being an understanding about where he's coming from and all of this. So when that's all over, the Twitch streamer takes to his own platform and he does a reaction video to everything that took place on Nique At Night's platform. Now, the title was something, matter of fact, the title was, oh, I don't even have his screenshot up here. The title of his reaction video was something like Nique At Night and Barnyard Wiggins teams up. Now, there was a follow-up commentary on Nique At Night's platform the next day, which was this, clearing the air on some things after my Armon Twitch streamer video, okay? And she was doing a reaction video to his reaction video. Now, in her second live stream as a follow-up, the Twitch streamer's friend joined that call as well. He said in the stream that when he saw the Twitch streamer's headline, that he asked the Twitch streamer about what this was about because he thought that everything was cool. He thought that the Twitch streamer and Nique At Night is cool. He let me know that he really fucks with Nique At Night. He's been a long time supporter of Nique At Night. He's very fond of her, etc. And he says that the Twitch streamer told him that it was also clickbait. Now, anybody who doesn't know what the fuck clickbait is basically a title or a thumbnail to a video that's designed purely to get a bitch's attention, okay, to get an audience attention, to be specific. It's not a thumbnail or a title that is to be taken literally. It's literally designed to just get your attention and to bring you into the commentary. And once you're into the commentary, you may find that the commentary contrasts the title, that the commentary is in opposition of the title and of the thumbnail. It's just designed to get your attention. Well, apparently, Nique and the Twitch streamer also traded off a bunch of text messages. Matter of fact, let me go to the Twitch streamer's community wall, because I just feel like it's important to just line all this stuff up first and foremost so that you guys just know what's happening. Because I think the Twitch streamer may have posted some of the Instagram exchanges to his community wall. Let me see. Okay, I think this is a screenshot. Okay, no, this is back in February. Let me see something. Are you guys following? I hope you guys are really following, because I feel like I'm doing a wonderful job, baby, at giving you guys the 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, here it is. This is what I'm looking for. Well, please let me be clear. The context with the video was not malicious. Okay, so there was some type of a like Instagram trade-off about the Twitch streamer's video, and Nique At Night and the Twitch streamer was trying to clear it. Okay, so here's part of that message. It says, news like the outcome of the restraining order, which I plan to cover prior to this. I don't plan to speak on you because once I speak my piece, I'm done with it. The Twitch streamer says, well, please be clear that the, hold on, y'all, my fucking eyeballs are just drying out. My God. But I'm not turning this fan off because I'm just too gorgeous. Hold on. Hold on. You guys thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up. Okay, yes, I'm doing a great job. Thank you all. Okay, so it says, the actual news, like the outcome of the restraining order, which I plan to cover prior to this. I don't plan to speak on you because once I speak my piece, I'm done with it. He then says, well, please be clear that the context within the video was not malicious. If also entitled to respond as, I'm also entitled to respond as well. Maybe you should have been proactive when I asked you to mediate with the copyright strike more than a month before the Megan Thee Stallion trial. She says it's not my responsibility to jump in the middle of y'all issue. He says, but you are now. That's the thing. That you are now that things are heated and salacious in public. She says, Twitch streamer, you were going to make videos about me regardless. So whatever you feel is necessary for your brand, do it. And what I feel is necessary for mine, that's what I'm doing. Have an amazing day. He says, I don't know much about you and Tasha K's issue. I just remember hearing a phone call over a year ago where something, and then he blocked the shit out of her ass. Okay. She ended up on the damn block button, girl. Okay. My God, today. Okay. So Nique had expressed in, let's go back to this video. Let's go back. Hold on with my screenshots. Okay, so let's go back to her follow-up commentary, to her reaction video, to his reaction video. She felt that some of his commentary was actually shady. Not only did she not like the title of the video, Nique At Night teams up with Barnyard Wiggins, but she also found within the commentary there to be shade, there to be continuity issues with his perspective of what took place in New York and how things went down between him and Wiggins. So in her next day reaction video, she begins to give her perspective and call herself, I guess, cleaning up some of what he said, because really what it was that Nique At Night felt basically that the Twitch streamer exaggerated shit and didn't tell the truth. She was like, no, things were cool between you and Wiggins. You even gave him your phone number, etc. So how are you basically now saying that he was fake and you felt all uncomfortable and boom, 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 boom when y'all was cozy, when you're giving him your phone number, when, you know, y'all are shoulder to shoulder and heart to heart and dick to dick, baby. It was all love. Like, you're doing the most. Baby, the Twitch streamer, once again, wanted that link, baby. Okay, and at first, it seemed that he was going to try to explain to her again from his point of view what the problem was. But then he kind of changed his mind, girl. And this is that.
Lying about.
Because he says, Nique, you're lying. You're not telling the whole truth about what happened. So she drops the link and says, I'm lying for what?
I'm lying. What am I lying about?
Clear the stage if you have respect for me, because I honestly think you don't. And when you did clear the stage and let them attack me in the chat and come up here and debate that, they deserve to be disrespected. Thank you for clearing the stage. Number one, at the Diddy trial. First of all, let's go back to the Tory Lanez trial. When you told me about your cousins, and fuck that. You know what? I'm going to make my own video. From here on, we not cool. If you see me out in public, I'm going to be nice and cordial. But if my energy and body language radiate that I don't fuck with you, don't go file a fake restraining order.
And now, oh, so baby, he cleared it. He drew the line. He said, the hell with this, F you. I don't give a fuck. Don't talk to me. I don't speak to you. On his Bodak Yellow shit. So this is what Nique said following his immediate exit stage left.
Oh my goodness, child. a mess. Do not click the link. I mean, if we're gonna be adults, let's be adults. Like, you can make your video, but like I said, don't lie on me, because there's nothing that I said that was a lie. If you're mad about the truth can never be a diss. So if you want to make a video about whatever I said, you can do that, but please don't lie on me. I did not lie on you in this video. And if you want to be a man and have a real conversation, click the link and I could talk to you as a individual, because I told you how I felt. You made a private conversation that I sent you privately, and you made it content. I told you, I said, Armon is not the reason why I did XYZ, and I labeled everything to you. You immediately made it a video, and after you made it a video, you titled it, Nique At Night teams up with Armon ? After I just sent you a message and I told you anything that I did was not because of Armon. The reason why I've had reservations and the reason why I was being nice, or whatever, was because I did not want it to be a me versus you thing. And you turned around and you got on your video and you replied to my video, you reacted to my video, and you was like, you remember this? You would think that she remembered this because Tasha K had her down bad. I didn't lie about shit. So when you make your video, tell the truth. If you want to be a man and speak to me as an adult, if you think that I said anything that was not correct, you can click the link and you can, speak about it.
Okay, so following him saying I don't with you, etc., she basically said she was open to them being able to reconcile and to find a middle ground, but she was like, look, if we don't, I don't care if we don't speak, I don't care if we don't with each other, just don't tell no motherfucking lies on me, because I'm going to tell the truth on you and you tell the truth on me. Well, the truth he went to his platform and told was that she's a big fat fucking liar. Okay, my God, today. All right. He said she is lying. He accused Nique of being selective in her memory and pretty much being a Wiggins apologist and pretty much siding with him and willfully omitting certain things that took place. So he did a video and he basically told Nique At Night, fuck her, that she ain't nothing but a single mother who no man will ever really want. Yikes. All right. Now, the blogger in question, the Twitch streamer's friend, he hit the link again. Okay. He was listening in from the iCloud, and he, as I told you guys before, the day before when they were all on stream together, it felt to me that the blogger really just wanted to tell the Twitch streamer to just shut up and sit the fuck down somewhere. But when he came back the second time around, especially after the Twitch streamer had came on to Nick's stream and said what he said, the blogger seemed to have definitely had no problem letting it be known where his loyalties were and where he truly sided with, and that was with Nique. And this is what the blogger had to say upon the Twitch streamer's exit from Nique's live stream.
I think that you do not.
Oh, before we get there, girl, there were people who were calling Nique ass out in that second live stream. One of her supporters came up and was just like, girl, it must be a dry streaming day. You need to start being fake and phony and throwing your rock and hide her hand and da-da-da, baby. And Nique had got her ass right on together. So this is what one of Nique's supporters called in and told her.
To throw rock. Yeah, what's your thoughts?
I think that you do not need to throw rocks and hide your hands, sister. So if you're gonna bring it to the table, put it on the floor. You know, don't say, well, he did this and he did that. Everybody know what that boy been doing from the jump. So if somebody was in your ear saying that he was this type of person, then and you continue to find out, you can't use all of that against him. You know, everybody is not perfect, but it's like you pulling for something. Like you want to tell your side. If that's the case, sister, you should have been told your side. Now all of a sudden what month we in? We in December and we going back to the Diddy trial. Like everybody already knew they had issues. So if you wanted to report on it, then you should have reported from the start. Don't start in the middle of them having this restraining order. So go all the way back. If you're going to do your due diligence, just start from the top. Start from the top, from when they met, from the Zeus event. Tell all of the things that have led to this point, because it's now like you almost shoot.
Okay, I got to pause. You know, we got to give it time in between. You guys thumbs up, run them likes all the way up, share. The cane gets working, so you can always donate to Cash App and PayPal. All donation information is on the description box below. And of course, this is courtesy of the Nique At Night platform. Make sure you guys give her a click and a view in the subscription. Okay, she does really good work over there.
Decide, we know you're gonna rock with Armon for sure. Like you're gonna do that. So at least just start from the top and give your opinion all the way through. But now it's like, ooh, let me jump in and report just this one thing, and it's giving like I'm gonna give me some clicks and views. You know, it ain't giving right to me.
Well, let me be clear. I make the least amount of money talking about Armon and Nite.
Girl, everything's slow right now.
So anything.
This
so I don't need them for a click and a view. So hold on, let me put you down because you're not gonna interrupt me, bitch. I don't need Armon or
what she ain't gonna do, Nique?
down because you're not gonna interrupt me, bitch.
Huh?
Hold on, let me put you down because you're not gonna interrupt me, bitch.
What happened, Nique?
Not gonna interrupt me, bitch.
What?
Because you're not gonna interrupt me, bitch.
Say it one more time.
So hold on, let me put you down because you're not gonna interrupt me, bitch.
Oh no, you didn't.
Interrupt me, bitch.
Wow. Girl, I was not ready for the bitch in the end, girl. I mean, there was a hard T in that bitch, baby. Baby, I love me a lady who can say bitch with a hard T in that motherfucker. All right. So then, after Nique had sent that bitch to the bottom of the damn sea, the Twitch streamer's friend from the day before, who also had his own issues with Barnyard Wiggins, came back up on Nique's live stream. And this time, girl, he didn't mince no words and definitely pledged his allegiance to Nique in terms of where he stood in Nique's point of view versus the Twitch streamer's point of view. Check out what the blogger had to say.
Somebody told me that I shouldn't have called you a B word. So, you know. Gerald, hello.
Hey, what's up, sis?
Hey.
This is crazy. This is so crazy to me. And the only reason I'm going to speak on this is because my name was in the title too, in the reaction video. And then, like, you know, I was mentioning stuff. And then I'm saying that Nite is talking about you and Armon teaming up against him or whatever. And I'm like, what is going on? This is crazy. Because we was just all in New York, even including me, you, Nite, Sylvia, and some other content creators at a restaurant. And everything was cool. Like, we was all cool. And I did see the video where you was like, you know, in person, Nite is cool, but online, you know, he done said some stuff. And then to see him up here making you clickbait, because I reached out to him last night and I sent him a screenshot of his thumbnail, and I'm like, Nite, why are you going after Nique? And he told me it's clickbait. And I'm like, clickbait? What you mean clickbait? I thought y'all was cool. And so that's like, I told him I don't F with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't rock with that. I can't F with you. Like, I can't. Because when I met him through you know, them other content creators on the church side. You know what I'm saying? But I never really paid attention to all of the stuff that people, you know, were saying online about him. But tonight I actually sat down and like heard everything that you said, like sat here and listened to your whole video, and then hearing the stuff that happened before this new stuff that's coming up. It's like, bro, you really out here doing stuff like that, and people really like giving you a chance, being nice to you, respecting you, allowing you in their presence, and you getting online and you saying stuff. And like even a personal situation we had, and I'm not gonna speak on it, bring it public, but I get what you're saying when you say people be saying stuff about you online and then they see you in person and act like it's all cool and you haven't let it go yet. You feel what I'm saying? And so I just feel like that's messed up that he did you like that. And the fact that you told what happened. First of all, you a journalist, Nick. You a real journalist. Let me say that. Everybody else that do stuff, they are journalists too when you disseminate news, but you have poor quality journalists, low quality content journalists. So it's like you have a right to cover anything that you want to cover. As soon as it hits the courthouse, that's public records. And the fact that you even reached out to him to say, hey, I'm going to cover this, because why you can't cover it? He covered stuff that other content creators do. Why you can't cover it? You reached out to Armon. You told Armon, I'm going to cover this. This is something that's public. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to understand why you mad at the fact that she reached out to you and told you she was going to cover it, and you didn't even have to reach out to them. You didn't have to. And I feel like your video, you didn't say anything bad. You said I don't remember certain stuff because you didn't want to be confrontational. When you're dealing with a person like Nite, from what I'm hearing, like it's very confrontational when you're telling somebody I don't remember that, and they're trying to force you to remember something you don't remember. If we're all in Walmart and somebody get robbed, the police is going to give us a statement. If anybody want to give a statement, everybody's story is not going to be the same because everybody ain't going to see what the next person saw. So it's like, what you're saying, I don't remember that because that's not what I remember happening. So it's like, say what you want to say your piece, you know, let the people hear you. And he came up here tonight and he always talks about, I want to correct what they put out about me. Okay, this is the biggest.
Hold on for 1 second, you guys. Hold on for one. Okay.
Amount of numbers you're going to be able to speak to. So you might as well come up here and tell these people, you know, what you was going to say. Because when you go to your platform, nobody's going to really be over there. So it's like, how you want to correct something when the opportunity is here to correct it to the same people that you're saying is talking about you and don't know what's going on, and here's the floor. And so when I asked him yesterday about that, he kind of got snappy with me, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's with whatever with me. You understand what I said? Don't nobody on YouTube scare me. So at the end of the day, you wrong for how you treated Nique. Nique is the most unproblematic person. She cool, she respectful, she shout people out. Like, she really is, like, she's a really cool person. And whoever that person is, Philly Street News, oh, messy, no, you messy. You messy. You may be like, I wasn't on the platform when you was talking to Nique, because I would have got you together real quick. Stay at the bottom. Okay? But no, Nique, and then to come back and try to say, do you remember this? And hear your side of what you tested him after after the video, the reaction video and stuff, and then him taking that and flipping it to fit his narrative is the same thing that you're accusing Armon of going to do when y'all go to court. So it's like, tell the whole story. Tell everybody what she texted you and what she told you and what you responded back, and let the people decide. But how you gonna get up here on her channel a day before and say, we talked about our issues at the trial and cool, and then go over on a reaction video and throw slick shade like don't nobody supposed to like feel no type of way about that? You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And then he wrote me after he did his title where he said, did they team up? And then he was like, oh, I made the title, what did he say? To show them that, to show your audience that I'm not a bad person. I'm like, so you attack my character in your title, but he was like, but I wasn't malicious. Everything that I said in the video, I wasn't like slandering you. Like basically in so many words, like not verbatim, but in a roundabout way, he's like, you know, I'm like, so you gonna attack my character? That's your way of showing that I'm not a good person. He's like, oh, well, the title doesn't matter because in the video they would have to watch it to see that I said you're a neutral party. And I'm thinking like, that don't add up. Like you can't use my name and then in the title you saying some bullshit, but then in the content of it, it's like, oh well, if I didn't talk about you, then that's fine. But it's like most people are going to look at a title of a video and they're going to run with that.
Right. It's just so crazy. And let me say another thing.
Now, before he says another damn thing, so the Twitch streamer was trying to convince Nique and his blogger friend that it was just a clickbait title. I don't have an issue with Nique. I don't know why you guys are interpreting it as me having a issue with Nique. This was further followed up by the fact that the Twitch streamer went onto his platform and also further made it clear on his community wall that he does not have a issue. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and screenshot this instead of just doing all this damn sharing and resharing. That he doesn't have an issue with Nique at Night. Here is the screenshot here, where he says, I have zero issues with Nique. This is following the Nique at Night teamed up with Armon Wiggins video. I have zero issues with Nique at Night. The title is a question derived from a complication of negative comments, the past and present. Don't judge a book by its cover. But had the title said 100 reasons why I love Nique at Night, there wouldn't be anyone supporting the video. I mean, that's also true. But I think Nique's point is that it also didn't have to be titled the way it was titled either. There were other ways to draw attention without having to do that either. You ninjas like salaciousness within the video is made clear that I have no issues with this woman. At the very least, audience retention. If the title somehow offended Nique's audience, then it's for reasons beyond the scope of my own acknowledgement. Now, I believe I did watch this video, and the Twitch streamer did, I even think, made it clear to his audience that he was not going to tolerate any Nique disrespect. He didn't want nobody dragging her, etc. Then he took to his community wall and tried to further clear it up that it was literally just clickbait, etc. But Nique listened to the video, and she did feel like even within the video's content that there was shade thrown, and his blogger friend also felt like there was shade thrown as well and didn't really understand. So now let's get back to the blogger who also has something else to apparently say.
I don't shout at people out on myself, and I rarely do that because I know how people are. Like, as soon as you start giving them accolades and talking good about them, they turn on you, and then, you know, you got to get up there and address it. But at the end of the day, even when people promote people businesses and stuff, if you're not promoting something that people want to see or hear, they're not going to click on it, they're not going to go to it. So it don't matter how many times Armon put you on their platform, you put him on his platform. It don't matter how many times big creators put him on their platform. If you can't keep the audience that comes, then it's not the creator, it's you. You are the problem. You have to focus on your content and build yourself up. All of these people that people be wanting to be like, go and look at the work they do. They actually cover stories. They actually break stories. So at the end of the day, it's like, you know, report on something and you can build your following and you won't be worrying about people shouting you out and putting you on their platforms.
So basically, his blogger friend basically just told him, I mean, girl, so much was said, child. But the blogger friend basically, girl, is agreeing with Nique. And, you know, I mean, he told him his perspective, and it wasn't necessarily in support of of the Twitch streamer. Now, the Twitch streamer not only, you know, had some choice words for Miss Nique At Night, but also referred to his ex-blogger friend as basically a nobody who doesn't even rank, who's a stalking ass weirdo, just like another blogger with a paid-for platform, according to the Twitch streamer, who knows that the blogger talked mad shit about him to another creator, which is also my good friend King Jives, and laughed at his circumstances and called the blogger a malicious individual who he pretended to be cool with. Now, I'm not really sure why the Twitch streamer pretended to be cool with the blogger, because I don't pretend to be cool with no motherfucking body. Like, I'm either cool or I'm not motherfucking cool. I ain't even got the wherewithal to be in the in-between shit, okay? Now, I would have also lined up some of the Twitch streamers' videos as well, but the Twitch streamer girl, you know, he told people a long time ago, girl, that he's willing to play the copyright strike game, girl, if his content is played. So, you know, that was not going to be had over here. So I have to kind of narrate his parts while I'm able to play other people's content. So that happened, right? Then this happened. So the Twitch streamer did a video using a bunch of sound effects. There was a thumbnail of Nique At Night's face on it, and there was an X over her face. Now, this is following his grand exit from her platform, telling her that he don't fuck with her, in the same commentary where her face is X'd out at, and there are bombs and shots being fired. He also talks about being a Freemason and going on the checkerboard and all this and all of that. And Nique At Night girl was spooked like motherfucking horses, girl, and she felt like these were direct threats against her, that these were subliminals. And she went live for 13 minutes and she opened up with this.
Whatever. Then he goes into his video and he talks about the last person that spoke against him. They ended up dead or whatever like that. So for my safety, you know, I don't like to go and do this type of stuff when it comes to YouTube, but I'm just going to show y'all what I'm talking about. So he has this video up. He's live right now. He has the X over my face. Now, the beginning of the video, this is the video right here. Before he goes on, he starts it off with gunshots.
Modesty, I just need space to do me, get away what they're trying to see. A Stella Maxwell right beside of me. A Ferrari, I'm buying 3. A closet of Saint Laurent, get what I want when I want, cause this hunger is driving me, yeah. I just need to be alone. I just need to...
Let's get to the shot.
Take solo riding till I die, cause I got me for life. Got me for life. I don't need a hard to hold.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Move it in some.
Okay, so let me get to her commentary some, because
But where I come from, that's a direct threat.
okay, so she took it as a direct threat. Now, in the rest of her video, she, you know, said that basically she does not want to have to go the court route. She doesn't really have to want to do all of this, but she also doesn't feel she knows him well enough to not put it past him. And considering that another content creator who she's close to is seeking a protective order, and then the Twitch streamer is also, you know, has a whole open case as was cited in the protective orders application. She's just like, look, I don't take threats seriously. I mean, I don't take threats too kindly. Where I come from, this is a threat. I don't play this. I have a daughter to live for. You know, she also went into a conversation around how she just felt like, I'm going to be honest, what Nique basically was saying in that video was that she felt bullied into being kind to him, because she kind of had like this kind of strange conversation around how like she was like, well, you know, I just felt like all he wanted was, you know, for I guess the bigger content creators to shout him out. And, you know, I felt like if that would keep him from doing 20, 30,000 million damn videos about me, then hey, I was disappointed to hear that Nique felt like she was bullied into having a conversation, because I know for me, I don't give a damn. Like, if I don't want to give somebody something, I'm not giving them something. And I don't give a damn, you know, if a person makes 20,000 goddamn videos. I don't give a damn if a bitch pull up to the door, because I'll blow a bitch brains out the back of their motherfucking skull. Like, I'm with all of the goddamn shit, bitch. Like, there's no, like, I'm a Scorpio. I'm a fixed object. Like, you can't bully me into nothing. You can't terrorize me into nothing. And I was surprised to hear that with Nique At Night being as seasoned as she is, that she was capable of being, I guess, bullied into submission. But I don't know if the fact that she also covers court cases too when she runs into this content creator, that I don't know what it was. But, you know, she basically articulated, girl, that she felt bullied, which then tells me that it doesn't seem that it was genuine. Her support of him wasn't genuine. It was more so a forced alignment to keep him from talking shit about her. And the Twitch streamer now is completely up. Nique At Night didn't say exactly what she was going to do. It seemed that her commentary kind of just left it in the middle, where she seems to be considering if she needs to be also filing a restraining order, if she too needs a protective order. Now, the Twitch streamer did circle back and also do commentary saying that, girl, I'm not of a threat to you. I'm not even planning on talking to you. You don't rank to me. You don't matter to me. And if I need to clear this up so that you can just know that you're going to be all right, I would not put myself at risk over you for what, etc. So he did further clarify, you know, the sound effects. He did clarify the X on her face, and ultimately, you know, tried to diffuse the situation. Now, Nique still has her videos up. So it doesn't appear that what he clarified is going to impact whatever she's going to do. And she did make a final statement on her community wall, which should still be up as well. And if the Twitch streamer is still in the chat, if he's still watching, I'm going to drop the link only for him, you guys. Nobody else. Let me go to her community wall, because she did make one final statement. Okay, here it is. All right, and this is what she said on her community wall. Shout out to the 610. But girl, y'all just be so nosy this time of night, baby. Jesus Christ. Shout out to y'all, baby. Thumbs up the video. Damn. Just so nosy in the midnight hour. Just sinners. So she said, I'm not responding after this, but my phone is blowing up, and I'm just clearing this up one final goddamn time. Her post says, the way this man lie needs to be studied. He made the threat last night, Saturday, then starts a live this morning on Sunday at 9 a.m. talking about I filed a restraining order. If the court opens Sunday and logs restraining orders, that have yet to be filed magically that quick, let me know. He wants my reaction, and I'm not going to keep entertaining him, but some of y'all calling me and believe in him, so I'm clearing it up. My audience suggests I file one as he is threatening my life, but it has yet to be filed as of today, Sunday morning. He just make up so much bogus mess. It's insane. The lies about Diddy trial and my cousin are laughable and totally insane at this point, okay? So once again, Nique did not clarify whether she will be, in fact, filing, a restraining order or not. Her audience definitely seems to be interested in her doing so. And, I'm going to say what I said in her case, as I said in Wiggins' case, as I'd say in the Twitch streamer's case. If anybody believes that there is a genuine, tangible threat against their life, I'm not going to tell them not to do whatever it is they need to do to protect themselves if you believe sincerely in any threat of violence against your persons. I guess if Nique goes forward and files her protective order, we'll be keeping you guys updated, etc. And we'll definitely be keeping you guys updated on the outcome of Barnyard Wiggins and the Twitch streamers restraining order situation. Now, let me say this before I bring up the Twitch streamer who has asked for the link, because I already know what y'all about to say. Yes, me and the Twitch streamer have our own personal history. Yes, I do not like the goddamn Twitch streamer, and the Twitch streamer don't like me as a result of me not liking his ass, okay? However, I also don't really give a damn. I'm not invested in how I feel about any one person. I'm just really in a new fucking space altogether. I don't really give a fuck about none of the things to give a fuck about. So I'm not also in such a place that, especially if I'm talking about someone, that I can't talk to someone as it relates to anything about them. Also, I want to say this to the Twitch streamer. I'm not in control of what my chat say. They're a chat, and they're going to pop off. What I will do as a courtesy, y'all, and I do this for all my guests, I will ask the Conscious crew, y'all say what y'all need to say, but please just try to be, try to be an adult about it, okay? Just try not to be too much, all right? Just try not to be too much, but say what you got to say, okay? I ain't gonna take it away from you, chat, okay? This is social media, all this shit on Front Street. Y'all definitely have a right to have an opinion, so please pop off. But just try not to do the damn most Conscious crew. Now, I'm going to drop the link and see if the Twitch streamer is still around, and he most certainly can hit the link. And I don't want to talk about us because I don't give a fuck about us, Twitch streamer, okay? Just, you can do your thing as it relates to how you feel about your blogger friend and how you feel about the situation with Wiggins and all of that. You can get carried away, have the floor, child, all right? So I just dropped the link for the Twitch streamer. While that's happening, yes, girl, y'all know it's a different CTV, right? Because this would not be happening a year ago, okay? But CTV is in a different place. Shout out to my baby mother, Kathy, for the old nasty piece of child support check. Appreciate you. And we have the Twitch. Oh, we got Nique too. Goddamn. Well, oh God. Do you guys want to both be up here at the same time?
No, I don't actually. So you
Nique?
dropped the link for me. So can I respectfully go first? Because I'm actually
Sure.
out. Okay. Yeah, I
Hold
don't
on.
want to be.
Hold on for a
Yeah.
minute. Nique, are you actually there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah,
boo. Are you gonna be okay? Like with him kind of.
I mean, he gonna lie, but yeah, I'm here. Go ahead.
Okay.
I don't want her on the platform with me. I really don't.
Boo.
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna just take you down so he can do his thing, and then I'm gonna bring you up. Can you hear me, Nique?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, boo. All right, Mr. Richards, do your thing.
Riggers. What's up? So yeah, I think your commentary is more on the unbiased side, and I can appreciate that about you. And also, like one of my best friends, I used to get mad at him, but he watches you all the time.
Oh, shout out.
Um, yeah, yeah. So that's number one. Number two, this whole situation with Nique at Night is crazy because I didn't have an issue necessarily with her commentary. It was just her commentary to me very much seemed like it was leaning towards demonizing me by omitting important operative facts, like the fact that she totally skipped off on we was together during the ASAP Rocky trial. And at that time, she had told me something. She told me that she was, telling me how YouTube works and giving me great advice and stuff, and told me like around the holiday times, which is right now, that it's a lot of money to be made. So I think Neek took her situation and a compilated experience with me and gaslit the public to demonize me. I felt it was very important if he was going to tell the story, tell all of it. Like for instance, at the Diddy trial, she say that she painted a story like she was Harriet Tubman to get me in the main courtroom, and I'm like, that's not true. Like I was getting into conflicts with people to try to help you out too, or just not really respecting that two things can be true at one time and misconstruing factual elements and stuff. So in a nutshell, I go along to get along. I do my best. And with Armon Wiggins, him and I, like, yeah, we had cool moments, but even in those moments, in the back of my head, I'm thinking this man, if I do anything wrong or do something that he doesn't like, he can go back to the internet to further perpetuate that his whole experience with me was this stalker type of experience, and it makes me feel extremely, extremely uncomfortable. And so I just feel like some stories were told to gaslight and to make money during the holidays. I felt like if Nique at Night would have told her audience, like I said, important factual details, instead of just saying Donat is nice in person and stuff, why don't you elaborate on that? Why did you omit the fact that even after Sylvia's we went to Harlem and you got the hair bows and we ate, or certain things? And I just felt like based on her commentary and her story and her traumatic experience with me and omitting important facts, it just totally demonized me. And I was just like, gloves are off. And then on top of that, everything that I said in my video, after she did the video crying and stuff, I basically sent her messages and I released those in my Discord and stuff, giving her my perspective, and she didn't include that. So I just really felt like it was one sided. And based on that experience and other experiences I've had virtually, I just really think it's important for me to just do my own thing. It wasn't important for me to get into a situation where she had 1,500 people in the chat and I could have shared. I'm not really interested in the public perception. I'm only interested in people who understand me and who get me. As far as Mr. Armon Wiggins, unlike the baddest blogger, whose videos are public, where he actually stated that he was going to go to courthouses and attack Armand, I never necessarily said any of that. I remember I even got thumbnails in Canva where it was always a boxing match challenge. That's not a threat. That's actually what men do in an organized society growing up. That's what we did. We went to boxing. That's what men do. And I'm like, if you got unresolved issues or I'm frustrated enough, let me go to the boxing ring. So that's not a credible threat. Additionally, Area Mitchell Kidd, I was trying to tell you, Area Mitchell Kidd, the one that was,
The
so
attorney.
yes, she was in the courthouse, in the courtroom, and her and I was talking and sitting next to each other that Friday before the Monday, and she let me record her, and she's gonna write a declaration saying how Armand was pretty much harassing me, kept following me, coming around me. And I stated initially that this guy is really weird. He's opening doors, he's trying to communicate with me, and I'm ignoring him. I got three other people that seen this type of behavior and so forth. And that's that again. Like, my issue with Armand is that I don't think he's a bad person. It's just you cannot have me under this narrative that's so defaming and so controlling of a public perspective, to the point to where you don't have to mention me when you're flying. You can tweet that and say that you wasn't talking about me, but tell that to Coffee City and all the other reaction pages that actually reported that as me. Calling somebody a stalker is a crime, and somebody has done it for so long. After the Zeus event, and I'm gonna file like 8 motions against him tomorrow. Good luck figuring it out. And good luck. He clearly didn't do his research. But anyways, um, like the thing at the Zeus event that happened, he stated in court documents that we got into an altercation, indicating that it's mutual. He even did a video that I downloaded and I have where he said that inside the Zeus event that I was being funny, thinking stuff is cool, and he stuck his hand in my face. And in the state of California, that's assault. So that, and then on top of that, in December 2023, for whatever reason and purposes, regardless of what he can testify for, you took pictures with me, which clearly indicated that I wasn't a threat. So I'm going to strike out everything that happened prior to those pictures. From December 2023 all the way to July 2024, I was patient with him. We had conversations. We was talking. Everything was cool. And then a couple of days before he got fired from Fox Soul, I had asked him, I was like, hey, since we're cool, do you mind going to reverse this stalker narrative? Because now I'm thinking if I'm cool with you and we're talking and we're having fun, at any time you can use this against me and go back to why I didn't like him. He's a stalker. And it feels like a waste of time, a slap in the face. And it just makes me feel totally uncomfortable to be cool with somebody in person and knowing that I'm cool with you simply because I really want you to reverse this controlling gatekeeping narrative that you have about me. You understand? People can't even watch my content and enjoy my content because of whatever purposes. Even now, when I'm like, okay, let me cover trending topics and show them that this is my personality, and then get into these content creators so that the audience won't be able to differentiate. And you're absolutely right about that title. That title was clickbait. And like I told Gerald, it's science. The science is if I'm on no content creator that's ever shouted me out, I don't feel like I've benefited from it. I feel like I've constrained myself by getting into meta relationships or whatever. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to be me and be left alone and do my content. And if you're on the docket, you're on the docket. If I'm on the docket, I'm on the docket. You're gonna get a clap back. That's just what I choose to do. And a lot of people don't respect that for whatever reasons. But um the title, you're right, it was clickbait. It's like if I'm at Nique At Night's platform and I'm constantly getting attacked before I get on the platform, and there's people that attack me, get on the platform and complain about me blocking them, and they're still attacking me. It's like it's all war. Like it's like there's this clean energy side of me, which Nique At Night knows, and there's also this chaotic side of me. And I'm like, it's you're gonna pick and choose. I'm not going to be cordial and polite. And with Armon at the Diddy trial, my collective experience was in the back of my mind, if I be here at this Diddy trial, don't get any conflict with him, maybe he will reverse his narrative. Now I got journalists, I got people acting shady and acting funny towards me, which included Neek. And based on previous circumstances and this quote unquote stalker narrative, I felt like he was controlling my position in the perception of me to other people there. And I knew that if I would have spoke out on it publicly, then people would say that I'm clout chasing and I am a stalker. So with Tisa Tales and other people, it was kind of like misdirected, but it was him the whole time. So when Gerald spoke on it and people were calling him crazy, I was like, no, that's my issue. And I collectively decided to speak out on the for the greater good and the greater issue, because I'm not gonna continue to go back and forth with you and be cool with you and have great exchanges, but you refuse to stop calling me a stalker, because now I'm afraid that my great exchanges one day, no matter how long or short, are going to be turned into this narrative to continue to aid and abet that I'm a stalker. I had to intentionally advertise that I was going to the Milagro Grams trial, like you said, and like you know, and like you reported on. He decided the first day to beg his followers for money. On October the 15th, 2025, a supporter sent me video saying, Armon, I know you don't like to see this, but you need to document this. Armon threatened to go to the Milagro Grams trial and to beat me up. He said, I don't know if I'm going to go, but if I do, and if I see that woman, we're going to fight. So that was a threat. And I'm like, if you want to fight, dude, let's just go put on some boxing gloves, win or lose or draw. This is how real men handle issues. We don't handle it with choppers and stuff out in the streets. I got many a niggas and many homies, even with the Saucy Santana, DJ Academics and them. It was about to be set up to be a boxing match. Niggas ain't got time to be in the streets and stuff. So that's not a credible threat. Like, but again, Ariel Mitchell acknowledged that he was stalking me, harassing me when I got to the courthouse, I didn't even know he was at the courthouse. He went live and did a video, which I downloaded, saying as soon as he got to the courthouse, he went into the bathroom. I had come out of the courtroom into the bathroom, and I had already urinated and was washing my hands by the time he came into the bathroom. And that attorney who testified said that he heard something that he couldn't make out, and then followed by a derogatory term. We're in a courtroom where the judge is on record saying that she don't understand 80% of what Milagro is saying. So he can go get those transcripts and spend money. But again, I got like 8 motions. I can do this shit in my sleep. And there would not be no hearing on the 18th, so don't waste your time. The 19th, like I tweeted out my schedule, my court schedule, because always I have to consider you. I have to consider you when I'm going to the Milagro grounds, because you can come behind me and still go live and say that I'm stalking you when I'm at a place that I already paid for, spent money on Airbnbs and shit to be at. I don't like to want to have to consider him with every move that I make with the court. And I think he's at the same place too. But the whole issue is, unlike the Diddy trial, I was not nice to him at the Milagro Grams trial. I knew that he had an issue with me collaborating with the baddest blogger, putting things into perspective. So when we went to the Lil Nas X trial, I didn't say nothing to him. I didn't sit next to him. I didn't mention him. I didn't put him on my camera. I was just covering the content. He went back onto his platform and said something, and I got that video downloaded too. Said something to the regards that, oh, you got to be careful when you go to the courthouse because stalkers and weirdos show up. And so when I heard that, I was like, you know what? I'm definitely not going to talk to you or nothing. This is why I'm not friends with you. I can't be friends with you in real life when this is the narrative, and you can take any second and any moment to make it out to fit your narrative about me. That is not cool. And so that's the issue at hand. So
Mhm.
there's no credible threats. There's no actual behavior. People that's sitting at the trial is like, what is he talking about? We don't even know what he's talking about. Like, because it's like, if you are around me, lying on me, and I go outside and create a video and fake crash out, I'm giving people the content that I know they want. And then if I'm getting Megan Thee Stallion walking out, I'm also getting that content that I know people want. And then I know people want the legal jargon. So there's 3 aspects of the knot going on during the Milagro Grams trial, but you can't differentiate between this fake crash out energy that's low vibrational versus covering the true crime case and versus engaging with celebrities. There's so much that I'm doing. I got a fucking full page, 90 pages of notes. I couldn't have been focused on just drama and beef if everybody like Ariel Mitchell Kid and them see me taking notes, 10 pages a day and so forth. I'm attentive. Even at the Diddy trial, I'm taking notes, getting more notes than everybody else, still outside the case and getting viral content. So because I have a lot of energy, I can do so many things at one time, and people don't know how to differentiate or appreciate that. So I appreciate you for being unbiased. I don't have no animosity, no ill will. That cow tongue in your fridge, I'm gonna chop that bitch up and make me a hot sausage. And like that's all I ask, for people to stay unbiased. I think you can become biased if you don't tell like the things that are actually positive. And so many people have focused on the negative aspect of me, and that's been part of the driving theory about who I am as a content creator and as a person. Nique At Night spend more days with me outside of YouTube, outside of social media, than anybody on YouTube. Her concrete expression was that I'm a sweetheart, and that's who I am. And moving forward, and I would never even acknowledge that lady. I feel like what you did was salacious. I feel like you picked a side and you articulated that very well. You did not want to tell the people that your cousin attacked me first, saying that I have the house in Virginia, and later on did a video admitting that her auntie, your auntie, her mother died with it, and I used that against her. You didn't want to tell that. You didn't want to talk about those things. You didn't want to and again, what you did was display a disingenuousness. My phone is about to die. It's at 1%. And I pretty much said everything that I had to say. And again, I'm still going to crash out. I'm still going to be toxic and all of that, because that's just a part of my personal brand. I'm still going to play my gunshots. The reason so many gunshots played is because it's on the soundboard, and that's how many play. and I've been playing that same gunshot for years. I've put X's on people's faces. Remember, I even gave you a thumbnail with an X on King Payne face, a red X. He's alive, isn't he? So your complaints are frivolous. I feel like Nique At Night is grifting around the holidays and piggybacking, jumping in the middle of things. When if you cared about the both of us, you could have mediated this a whole month before the matter of fact in September when you refused to do so. And now that everything is salacious public and you see that the audience hates me, you want to jump on that bandwagon. But do you? I don't take any of it personal. Make your money because you got priorities. I got priorities. And moving forward, I'm just going to stay in my own corner. And I appreciate you for being unbiased conscious.
No problem. Thank you for being here.
All right, bye.
That was the streamer, you guys. All right, now once again, y'all, I'm not responsible for what anybody says, baby. I'm just facilitating the space. So now we have the Nique At Night. How Nique?
Hey, can y'all hear me? What's up?
Yes.
What's up? What's up, y'all? Now, Conscious, you know, you be throwing me a little shade, but I love a good shade throwing, you know.
I love you.
But you know, it is what it is. I don't be taking it personal. I just be like, okay, I caught that.
What you found, Shades? What was shady? What was shady?
Yeah, you know, I caught it. It was cute. Okay. Now, I sent you an email, some messages. Now, when Donat released his thread on his what do you call his what is it? Community tab. It was cropped and it was like to paint like a certain type of narrative, right? Mm-hmm. Now, it has been a lot going on this year, so I will admit that I did totally forget about the ASAP Rocky trial, but my last memory was I was at the court. The last interaction that I had with him was at a courthouse, and then right after the courthouse, he flipped on me. I negated to say that it was the ASAP Rocky trial because I wasn't even thinking ASAP. I didn't, you know, it didn't even at the time I wasn't even thinking of which exact one. I'm like, you know. My last interaction with him was me at a courthouse. Everything was cool. And then he flipped. So let's take it back. Like, so if you pull up the screenshots, number one, before that time, we had never had any type of interactions through DMs or anything like that. During the ASAP Rocky trial, when we were, you know, cordial, I'm like, all right, you know, he seems cool, whatever. Like he's chilling or whatever. I had an exclusive interview with a juror. Now, at the trial, when I did the interview with the juror, he said that he was going to react to the video. Mm-hmm. And at the time, I had like news people reaching out to me wanting to purchase the content. So me being that I knew Donat was going to, you know, he already told me he was going to react to it. And I was like, okay. I was like, let me hurry up and DM him because at that time that I DM'd him, he hadn't made a video yet. And I'm like, let me let him know that, you know, like, don't play the whole thing. Yeah. So I reach out to him and I say, hey, for the interview with the juror, don't play the entire thing. I want it to be my exclusive for a bit. If people just play the whole thing, it takes away from my exclusive. So I didn't elaborate on that anymore because number one, I was working out deals, and if he would have played the whole thing, it wouldn't have allowed like the money go down. You know, the less exclusivity, it go down. So what happened was, I was at the trial, I caught a juror, I streamed it live, right? Mm-hmm. I started getting contacted by news organizations, and I took it down off of my page because they wanted it to be their exclusive. So being that I had talked to him and things were kind of cool, I'm like, you know, let me just reach out to him because he's a live wire, you know, and let me tell him don't react to the whole thing. I think I had put something on the community wall, like don't repost the video from my live. Like if people screen recorded it, I was like, don't repost it or whatever. Mm-hmm. After that, I started to negotiate deals with my content. Mm-hmm. And I was on a high. This was the first time like people reached out to me to try to like, you know, get my content and stuff like that. I'm over here like working out things, trying to figure out stuff or whatever, trying to like look over things, all that stuff, like to where after I sent this, I wasn't even in my DMs to even see anything. Mm-hmm. So he writes me and he says, I'm just, mind you, I didn't see his video in real time because I'm over here like trying to handle business and do shit, you know? So he writes me and says, I'm just seeing this. and removing the video. I thought you were being evil instead of checking my messages. All right, you can scroll down some.
Okay.
And then I wrote him back and I said, evil about what? He said, I'm sorry. I just didn't trust you. Now, I made a mistake and sincerely apologize to you and will support you endlessly to make up for my wrong. Then me confused because I'm like, what is he talking about? You know, I said, what wrong? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm so lost. You gotta scroll up. Wait, what happened?
Oh, all good. I respect you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he wasn't like him just saying, you know, you were being evil. I'm like, evil about what? Like, so then I'm looking through my DMs, like, what am I missing? Like, what's going on? You know?
Yeah.
So then I check my DMs, and a lot of my DMs, sometimes if I never wrote the person, it goes to my hidden, you know, folder. So I'm looking and people are sending me messages like, Donat is dragging you. He's talking about, you know, you being a fake and you trying, you know, with the juror. Like, I don't even know exactly what he said because I didn't see the video verbatim. But basically they were saying like he was dragging me. He was talking all this shit after we just were cool at the ASAP Rocky trial. So when he says, oh, she omits that the ASAP Rocky trial. Like, what does me omitting that part add? It's still the same thing. You see me at court and you're cool to me. And then when you leave, you drag me and you flip out. That's what you do. And I know that. So basically, he made a promise in February and he says, I will never do it again. I promise, because I thought we were cool and took it personal without whatever that said. What? Let me see. He says, I'll never do it again. Promise, because I thought we were cool and took it personal without checking my messages and knowing facts. And then at that point, I said, I'm not going to pay him. I'm not responding to him anymore. So in February, he writes me a message, says, when are you releasing the interview? Ignored. Then when he flew this was the day before, I think the first day that we both ended up in New York. He wrote me, but I didn't respond to him because I'm like, nigga, you do too much. You know what I mean? But when you see him in person, he acts like he doesn't like, oh, I love you. It's not that. So it's like, so to answer your question to where you said, like, I feel like I was bullied into being like cool with him. It's not that I feel like I'm bullied into being cool with him, because I'm not afraid of nobody in that manner. Like, as far as not saying that if somebody's trying to say that they're gonna shoot me, I'm not that. Let me just backtrack.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case. Okay. It wasn't that, oh, you know, he's bullying me. It's just, we're in a professional setting, right? We already have this reputation of, you know, cutting up and all of this stuff. And here's a person who I already know their game plan. He's going to act cool and then he flips, right? So it's like, man, I got to be here for a month or however many weeks I'm going to be here. Like, do I want to like have
so
this?
you're just playing nice, basically. Like, you're just playing nice. You just like going along to get along, just to keep the peace.
I mean, I feel like go along to get along is like you just running with somebody. I don't know. I don't, whatever, I guess. But
I mean, you're just keeping the peace. You were just keeping the peace.
Like, yeah. And then some people feel like, you know, oh, if I don't like a person, I'm gonna just ignore them. It's like, that's easy to say if you don't have to interact with this person on a daily basis in a setting that you wish to be professional and do professional things. Like, outside of a court setting, if you see somebody you got an issue with, most people would, you know, operate a different type of way. But if you there and you done spent thousands of dollars on hotels, thousands of dollars on flights, who trying to mess up spending a bag on just flying out there alone because of Donat? Like, you know what I mean? To just keep it real or to ignore him or whatever. It's like the easiest thing to do, that I felt, being that I'm a woman, this ain't somebody this not a situation where I'm up against another female to where it's like, all right, like, what's up? You know what I mean? I'm not about to fight no man.
Yeah.
So what is the best case? All right, let's just piece it out. Now, when I pieced it out or whatever, again, he was sweet. He was sweet. That's what he acted like. But it was it was performative because, you know, that's what it was. So I just wanted to clarify that. And as you see from the last trial to the Diddy trial, I had no communication with him.
So where are you now? Because I know people are feeling like you, especially as a woman, need to take action based upon you feeling like there was a threat. Now he's saying there is no threat. He's saying that he's just gonna, you know, keep his distance and social distance from you, and that everything is going to be okay. Do you accept that, or do you feel you need to do something more to ensure
his pattern of behavior shows otherwise? And again, let's be clear, I've been like, I'm a person, like, I done been jumped before by a group of people. I done been cut in my face. I've never ran to the police on no type of issue that I ever had in life. I've never filed a restraining order on nobody. And I observe what my audience feels that I should do to protect myself, being that I'm not gonna not go to the trials or what, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still a professional person who likes what I do. I get enjoyment in covering trials, and to protect myself from a person that has a pattern of behavior, I really don't know, because we seen what happened with Armon's restraining order. He, you know, addresses, information, all of that. I don't know. I like, people think I'm playing when I say like I got family. I'm not playing when I say that. I don't know why people think, I think, you know, but it's the internet, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
They think if you know, because I've cried, they think that, again, they feel like, oh, she cried.
We've all cried on the internet. I've cried. The Twitch streamer has cried. You've cried. Yeah. We've all cried on the internet. Okay. It's fine. Yeah. So
I'm not saying that I won't, but I'm just exercising the idea. I have, at this point in time, I haven't filed anything. You know, I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about if it's necessary or not, because at the end of the day, if I need somebody to go with me, or if I need a cousin, uncle, whoever, whatever, you know, to make sure a man doesn't try to put his hands on me, as you know, I've heard that has been happened to before to women, then I'll do whatever's necessary at the end of the day. But I haven't made a final decision as of yet, is what to answer your question.
I hate that things are this bad between all of y'all. Nique, my God, restraining orders, so-called threats, it's as bad can be. Is there any?
I mean, it's just ridiculous. Oh, and that's another thing I wanted to bring up too. I wanted to clear up, because again, I'm not about to keep talking about this, but I was like, "Ooh, I'm catching the little strays," and I like, you know,
you were not catching those. You were not catching those strays. You were not catching those strays.
I like a good tussle too, but you know, you entertaining, so you know. But that's another thing I wanted to clear up, because there was this narrative that people were like, "Oh, you know, she's messy, whatever." People could think that. But I just want to also make this part clear as well. Before I reached out to Dinat have filed, he had made a video.
Yeah.
He made a video and he said, Armon, he said, I got contacted by my lawyer. My lawyer just reached out to me and said that Armon filed a report. I'm going to jail. And he did a whole live where he was saying that not Dinat, but he was saying Armon had he got a notification from his lawyer. He was like notifying his subscribers, and he was saying that, you know, well, I'm just letting y'all know the last time that I went to jail, y'all didn't know, or whatever like that. After that video is when I wrote him, and I'm like, dang, it sucks that things are, you know, escalating to a restraining order, et cetera, et cetera. But he kept saying that something was filed, but he didn't say exactly what. Now, the next day, the next morning, before I spoke with him, Wiley made a video, and Wiley it was like a short video that he made, and he put up a short, and it said, Armon filed a restraining order, you know? So I'm like, damn, you know, so I'm checking the website. In the midst of him asking me about it, I left my house. You know, I screenshotted it from whatever the court website said, but then I had to leave in the morning and go drop my daughter off from school. So he was like, oh, what's the information? I'm like, well, it didn't let me pull up no documents or whatever on the court website. but on there it does show that something was filed.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, what is this? What is that? I was like, I don't have the information. I'm driving. I was driving. He was like, well, was it accepted? Was it denied? I'm like, I don't know. I think it says like there's a hearing, like it's set for hearing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to call, I talked to him through Instagram Messenger. Yeah. I was like, I was thinking about going to get it because I was curious to see what it said, Mm-hmm. And so he said he was going to go to the courthouse because I was like, if you don't go to the courthouse, I'm gonna go to the courthouse. I want to know what the documents say,
Mm-hmm.
And so he went to the courthouse, he got the document, and then he sent me the link with he sent me the link to his Twitter where he posted a screenshot of like the first cover page. Yeah. And then so I'm like, is that all that it shows? Like that's it that comes up? Like just, where Armon's name and his name and the address was, and it was redacted. Mm-hmm. And so then he sent me the full document. So what I read on my live to even make content about it is the drive that he sent me. Mm-hmm. He sent me the restraining order to, so, you know what I mean? So when I go live and I'm covering it, I allowed him to come up and say his piece. I'm talking about you on here, and again, certain type of people, how they are. And just, if you like, okay, certain, you have certain people that you talk to and you like, if I correct, like if they telling something that is like, it's going to end up in an argument, or, just like, child, let me let you have it. Like my idea of doing the content is to stay as neutral as possible. So if I keep on saying, well, that ain't true, I feel like that would have been a confrontation. Okay. And I only said, I don't remember that. It was not even that many times, to be for real. Mm-hmm. And when I said I don't remember that, I was like, yeah, you left, early or whatever. It wasn't nothing that added or subtracted from what he was trying to tell. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah. So. And he says that he released all the DMs. So if he did release all of our DMs to Discord, and the reason why I sent them to you, those ones to you, is because in the rule of completeness, he's cropping stuff out. He's not showing where I'm saying like, but yeah, people telling me you dragging me. In the rule of completeness, if he shows all the DMs, it shows that, he's the one who sent me the document. All of that. In his thumbnail, he says that he recorded our phone call. So, I mean, it's just all kind of stuff like that. And it's just like, child, a mess.
It's really, really, really bad. So, I mean, with you not really wanting to do the paperwork court thing, so what would be the alternative here?
I don't know. I'm like, again, I'm just exercising what is the most, like, what is the most effective thing that I need to do to make sure that my child is okay. Like in my house, I'm good. Okay. I'm good in my home. I'm good in my car. I'm good. I'm good. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, I do. Do you feel like, are you and him, are y'all like at a point where there could be no conversation between y'all? Like y'all couldn't?
Never. I would never talk to him again in life.
Okay.
Yeah, no. And do I believe him? Oh, and I forgot to answer your question. You said he said that he's going to be amicable. He said it wasn't a threat. Just because you say something ain't something don't mean that's what it is. I know when people are sending threats. People, and then another thing, people was like, he do his show with gunshots all the time. That wasn't the only time, and that's not like. It's like, if you think I'm slow, then just say that. You know what I mean? It's like you cannot, like, you can start your show with gunshots all the time, but if you pair it and you pair it up a particular type of way, then that's that. Like if you start with gunshots, you talking about somebody ended up dead, and then later you saying off with my head, and then you doing pow, 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 pow at the end of your show. Like, you know what I mean? Just because you say that's not a threat to me, how I was raised, the people that I was around, that's a threat.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, but to your point, not so much of a threat that it compels you to go to the law.
I'm still thinking about what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Again, when you go to the law, a lot of stuff come with that as well. Again, I'm not ruling it out. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm completely ruling it out, but I have not ever done a restraining order against somebody. So it's just like,
Nate,
do I listen to my audience? I don't know. Like,
I just fucking hate this for y'all because all of y'all are down there, boots to the ground, doing y'all thing. Y'all all are, feet in the streets when y'all do this. I just really feel sick to my stomach that you guys are all broken up like this, and it's gotten this heavy when it's an opportunity for you all to just grow and to continue to get y'all bag up and to grow y'all channels. And now it's turned into all of this, and all of this complicates all of that. And it just really sucks that it's just gotten this heavy.
I think it's only heavy like that because, listen, when I go to the trial, I'm able to focus on my content, me, what I got going on, If everybody went to the courthouse and just, did their commentary and not worried about, because let me say this too. When we were at the Diddy trial, this has nothing to do with Denat.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that were there, and there was so much salacious stuff that was going on within what the actual facts of the case was. And then because there was so much media, there were so many people there to beat out the competition, making salacious stories, just lying, creating stuff. It's like, if we all just stick to our craft, if you're really that good, just report. If you're really that person that is really talented or whatever, if we all just stick to the facts of the case and report to our channels, then I feel like it would be good. But I don't think that that's what be happening. It was real clicky up there. There was some people clicking up with certain networks. If you weren't besties in the clique, you weren't gonna get certain opportunities with certain networks. So it's just if people have more of a "it's room for all of us" mindset, then yeah, it will work. But if everybody just wants to everybody don't have that same mindset, then it becomes that. Because me, I was like, yeah, Armon's doing good, Tisa's doing good, you know what I mean? But then when you get up there, it's not, it's not just them. Because I was rooting for everybody from before I got there. But then when you get there, and I'm not speaking about them specifically, but when you get there, you seeing shit, you see this is clicky, this oh, that's interesting, you keep certain stuff. So it's if everybody wasn't trying to if everybody had the mindset of "it's room for everybody," I feel like we would be a lot better.
Yeah. Because new media right now, Nique, is going out bad. We just got sued down to the ground. Now we're going to court and restraining over this new media is down bad. Real bad.
Yeah. And what's your assessment of the ASAP Rocky part that I missed out? Do you think I was wrong for forgetting about that? I totally forgot.
Forgetting about the ASAP Rocky?
The receipts that I sent you versus what he said, because he said I didn't tell people about the ASAP Rocky trial, and he was nice to me, and all those things.
Yeah, I do remember. I do remember y'all's ASAP Rocky situation. I do remember hearing about this at the time. I know that y'all had gotten past it. At this point, I mean, I don't really have a opinion. Really.
I see you but you said that's what I did.
I mean, I don't really have an opinion. It's just I was happy that you guys got through what y'all got through. Y'all a lot more communal than I am. I'm very stuck up. I really don't make up with people. It just don't be all that room for me to do all that, because I'm just not that. But I love this. I love that y'all can reconcile and shake hands and get past shit and all of that. But It just sucks. It just sucks, Nique. I don't like that you're in this position. I don't like that the Twitch streamer feels misunderstood and gaslit by a larger content creator. I don't like that Wiggins feels afraid. I don't like none of it. It just feels fucked up. And I just want to snap my fucking fingers like Thanos and you all just be all right. And it's not. And I am concerned about what this looks like going forward because, like you said, you ain't backing down. You're going to go where the fuck you want to go and you're going to do what the fuck you need to do. And the Twitch streamer seems to be adamant about doing what the fuck he wants to do and going where the fuck he wants to go. And so does Mr. Wiggins. So I'm not sure what that then means since everybody ain't going to stop a motherfucking thing and ain't about to back down from nobody and everybody is going to continue to show up. And I think since y'all all are going to still show up, I don't know. I don't know how there could be an opportunity for you guys all to just at least shake hands on. Let's just stay.
But you saying you contradicting yourself because in one statement you saying, you not the type that like forgive people and be cool, and then the next statement you saying you wish we could shake hands. It's like
because because y'all can do that, right? Like y'all have already exemplified that there can be breakdown, but then y'all can all make up.
Yeah,
like,
but certain stuff you can't come back from though. Like
I agree with that.
Speaking about my child, mentioning my child in content in a particular type of way, do like certain stuff is like you could stay over there, I stay over here, but certain stuff you can like with me when my daughter is involved, like that's the quickest way to know. Like I will never, like if you want me to like never speak to you again, bring up my child or try to be funny with my baby or try to do something to where I feel like I have to even think about getting a restraining order to protect my child. Yeah. You will never talk to me again.
I get that.
But can I be cordial? Oh, that was another thing too. That was another thing. Yes. You made me think about something else. I'll be forgetting. That was another thing. There was a comment made that said he had got into it with all these bloggers because of me. How can you get into it with all these people that I don't have an issue with?
Yeah.
How you getting into it on my behalf when me and that person, each person doesn't have an individual issue and never had a, you know what I mean? Like that don't even make sense. But to his,
I didn't know he
said that like he fought for me to get in the main courtroom, which that's not true. The situation that happened was, like I stated, the line switch up with Tisa. He ended up getting in the main courtroom. It made me the 15th person. I didn't get in the main courtroom. The very next that night, I talked about it on my live, and I talked about how there was a particular guy who had a line sitter, and he basically, and this is, I'll send you my live that I talked about it if you need it for reference, because I talked about it on live. I talked about how there was a particular guy who he kind of had bum rushed everybody to the front. It pushed me to the back. And he told me the next day he was going to make sure I had a line sitter. He paid for me a line sitter. I got in a courtroom because he paid for me a line sitter the next day. After that, I just showed up early enough to be able to get in, and I made sure I let motherfuckers know, you're not cutting. We're not playing that game. Like y'all did it Monday, it ain't happening again. And it didn't happen no more. I stayed that week, and then I had to leave because my daughter's birthday. And then when I came back, while I was away, I think I was away from the court for like a week or like maybe like a week and a half.
Yeah.
And then while I was away, there was like fights in the line. There was like bums getting arrested. There was content creators arguing over like placement in line, and the whole line situation had got completely chaotic. The whole trial was completely chaotic with that line situation. So when I returned for the second leg of my coverage, I showed up just to be straight in the overflow room. You can hear better. You could take your snacks in there. You can still see everything. All you can't see is the jurors. But if I already experienced seeing the jurors that first week that I came, so it's like, child, I don't give a damn about seeing the jurors. I can see, the witness on the stand. I can hear. You could take a nap if you want to. That, it's a lot more relaxed in the main courtroom. You got to sit at attention. You can't breathe. You can't blink. You can't fart. You can't, if you got to go in and out of the bathroom, they looking at you like it's just so strict in the main courtroom. So I wasn't tripping on the second leg. I didn't even trip about that. I was showing up. Court started at 9. I showed up at 9 once everybody had already made it in the courtroom that was going to go to the main courtroom. So yeah, that was another thing I wanted to clear up as well.
Okay.
But I mean, believe what they want to believe. If they believe that shit, it's like, okay, cool, whatever.
Are you and Tasha K and that now? I don't know nothing about the Tasha K saga or the TS match. Are you okay? Are you okay with all them people? Like, is everything okay?
That stuff is so old. That stuff happened during the pandemic.
Okay.
The situation with TS Madison was like when I was like heavy and selling my pajamas. That was 2020. That was 5 years ago. Don't care to talk about it. That stuff that's happened. That's so old. Like the Tasha K stuff again. That happened 5 years ago during the pandemic. Child, I don't like.
Yeah,
that stuff. Oh, I don't. That stuff. Not even.
Are you cordial with them? Like, is everything? Like, are y'all able to?
I just do. The most interaction that I have with content creators are people who show up to the trials because you see these people in person, and then you kind of like. I don't ever run into them in person or see them or anything like that. All of the people that are content creators, the majority of them, we speak when we see each other in person. That's like what a lot of people think, that when we get to the trial and like we're cross promoting, or you'll see us like, show your camera on this content creator. They're thinking that we're going home, we're calling each other like, hey girl, hey boy, that's like not really how it goes. Like when we go to these trials, we more or less are kind of like colleagues. You know how when you go to work, you see your people that you work with, and then when you go home, you got your kids, your family. That's really how a lot of the majority of my interactions are. Now there were a couple interactions like with Denat, and like a couple people, like we ended up at Sylvia's. There was another time there was like, because we're all in New York, there ain't nothing to do. We're not going home to our families. So in New York was the most interaction that I had with a lot of bloggers on like a more of a kind of like personal level. But when we go to that, like that's like the misconception that a lot of people have when like we're being like, when you go and like, let's say you work at Burger King, you might like Susie, but me and Susie ain't really going to the club. Or me and Susie me and Susie, she get the burgers together. She funny. She'll tell a little cute story. But when I go home, I'm not really calling Susie. That's kind of the majority of the interactions. But you have people who like Armon, I've known since the Tory trial. You have people that you over time you build more of a rapport with. So that's kind of what it is.
Well, speaking of Wiggins, and I know you'd be lying if you said he didn't. I know Wiggins done called you since all this, Nique, and said, I told you so. I know you done got that call, Miss Nique.
Oh, no. I honestly, I haven't got the call of I told you so, because I feel like every content creator knew that it was like we on borrowed times, ticking time bomb type of thing.
How do you?
I haven't got that I told you so call. But I did, when I said I reached out to both of them, I did reach out to both of them
as a courtesy. Yeah.
I did speak to both of them. Okay. I did say, hey, I'm doing content on this. So I have spoken to Armon, but no, he didn't give me that. I told you so, because it's like, child, everybody who deals in person, like it's easy to have a perception of something where you never have to deal with it. You're hearing these crazy stories. Like, I'm not going to say all the stories, but you're a content creator. You've heard some of the crazy stories. Absolutely. So us in person, it's like, okay, this happened or that happened or this happened. It's like really salacious stuff. And you're thinking like, oh, well, how do I coexist with my coworker in the best way for me to kind of,
No, I understand. And look, I mean, I've had my own experiences. I have lived that type of drama on the internet. I've had stalkers. I've had people try to fake sue me. I've had people try to put fake restraining orders on me. I have been through it all on social media. Hell, even me and the Twitch streamer. I mean, you know, he has threatened to harm me. I've threatened to harm him in return. But, you know, nothing ever came of it, of course. And then obviously, you know, we were able to be cordial tonight.
But nothing, if you don't have in-person interactions,
Yeah.
you know, that's kind of the difference too.
Oh, well, there will be, because I'm going to be pooching on down there to them courtrooms too. So CTV.
Well, I'd love to meet you in person. I want to see a good 20-inch bust down, baby.
Oh, baby, it's 40. It's 40.
I would love to see, and I've heard I'm cute in person, baby. So you know, we get to kiki if you come.
Oh, period, honey. I with all of that. So I guess my other question to you is, what do you predict about the litigation between Wiggins and the Twitch streamer? Where do you see the judge siding at?
Honestly, I don't know. Look again. I've never filed a restraining order or see. I don't know. I'm curious. What do you think is going to happen? I don't know.
Well, I said earlier to my audience that I think because of how they both emote as individuals, like I know that this hearing is going to be a shit show whenever it does happen, and I think the judge is going to be overstimulated and overwhelmed, and it's just going to grant a mutual protective order between them, because that typically happens when it seems like both sides are toxic in their own right. And I think that they're obviously both coming into the courthouse to slam dunk on each other, and they both are pretty charismatic people. And I think that charisma is going to be very polarizing to the presiding judge, who is going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to grant you guys both a mutual protective order, and y'all stay the fuck away from each other. So I think it's going to be a mutual protective order granted.
Okay. I honestly don't know how it's going to go. One person's a professional lawyer. The other one is, you know, a content creator. So I don't know how it's going to go.
Now, I know that you had said one of the reasons why you were even interested in covering the restraining order situation was because you kind of got a situation that you're maybe considering.
Oh, yeah. I can't talk about it here, but yeah, okay. It had nothing to do with Nite, but I'm like, I might have to, you know, there's a obsessed, you know, lurking other than the content creator space. So, you know. I need to see how it go. I never did it before, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm wishing y'all the best. I don't know how something like this can be resolved at the level that it's at, but I hope the best for you all. I mean, even though I have you
say that, but you wouldn't be commenting. I mean, you would. You like. I hope you guys make up. I'm like with a bitch, you know.
No. In all sincerity, like, yes, I get up here, I cut up, I do my content, but in all reality, I do hope like that y'all all can be okay, because none of us just want to see anything get darker than this, and this is already dark enough. And I would rather
it is like, for me, growing up, like I never like any issues that I ever had, like it was beefing with a female. Like if she had problems, if we see each other, you know, like what's up, you know. I've never had a situation with a man, you know, where, you know, so this makes it a little bit different, because any issues that I've ever had, it's been a female, and you know, female to female, what's up. This is my first interaction with a man in this type of capacity, so that's the only like different
only thing. Are you a spiritual person?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So just continue to pray on it, you know. Just always advise people to just, you know, seek their God and just seek that clarification, and the Lord won't lead you astray, whatever that is. So
thank you. It was good talking to you. I don't want to
great. And I want you to look in the private chat and just screenshot that. Don't even say nothing. Just screenshot it.
Okay. Let me do it right now.
Okay.
All right. Got it.
All right, boo. Thank you for coming up.
All right. Peace out.
Hello. That was our Nique at Night, you guys. Oh my goodness. Wow. I was not expecting this tonight. I'm glad that both content creators hit the link and they both express their sides and points of view of what's taking place. It really is, you guys, and I'm so serious. I know y'all probably don't believe me, but I mean, y'all know CTV is also like a big softy. You know, I'm a bad bitch. You know, but I'm a bad bitch with Christ, and I don't like the situation. I don't even care for Wiggins, and I just don't like that it's here. You know, me and the Twitch streamer have had our issues and controversies. I don't like that he's in this position either. And like I said, I don't know how something like this can kind of just be okay, considering that everybody feels violated. Everybody feels violated by what was said. Everybody feels violated by things that have been done. And now it's just fucking up. And like I said, all these people are going to still be in the same spaces. And I don't know what the fuck that looks like. And so I'm going to light a candle for Black YouTube, because new media, we down real bad right now, baby. You know, we done got sued, bitch, by Megan Thee Stallion, girl. We got to pay out 59,000 trillion damn dollars by the time they add that goddamn taxes on and attorney fees on, bitch. And now we got restraining orders we under, baby. I mean, new media is down real bad, bitch. You know, where do we all go from here, you guys? What do you guys want to see? Can you guys, like, tell me, you guys, like, what do y'all want to see happen out of this? Like, what would be the perfect case scenario between Nique, Wiggins, and Twitch streamer? Like, what would y'all want to see? What do y'all think is possible? Give me something in the chat, girl. Like, what could bring the things together? What do y'all think is realistic as an outcome? Not Andrew talking about in a straitjacket. My God, Andrew, stop it. Okay. Reginald says everybody go their separate ways. Oh Lord, y'all. Okay, we're getting a lot of separate ways. Okay. Do you think it's possible for everybody to go their separate ways, but also be amicable in mutual spaces like courthouses, industry events? Because we're all going to be crisscrossing in those spaces, baby. 2026, you know, the CTV girl, the doll, is going to be outside, baby. You know, I don't have no issues with nobody. I'm real grown. I'm capable of just being cute and cuddly, baby. You know, just like I was able to sit up here with the Twitch streamer and be just fine, because I'm like mad cool in real motherfucking life. Conscious, sometimes you have to separate. I do understand that. That they can at least do their respective content and be civil. That would be ideal. Hey, Sonny. Hey, my love. Indeed, you are. I told people, what did Sonny say? I told people you are the prophet and 10 toes down, truth aloud, what line to toes, period, baby. Not on period, Star, honey. Stop playing with the doll, bitch. Stop playing with the doll. No, inside's not getting boring, baby, because you know I'm a homebody now. I'm an incubator. I've kind of created a life for myself where I have the world. I'm living like in my world, so it's not too many things that be compelling me to really be outside. I mean, I find most of the world to be fucking just ghetto as fuck. But I've been in hibernation for a while, and you know, the doll is defrosting, and I'm feeling some extroverted tendencies again, child. So we're gonna be pooching. We're gonna be pooching, baby, in our Versace's for 2026. Safe bubbles are good. We lost 2 YouTubers to violence, and that's what makes this a very thick situation, because, you know, we've had some tragic losses on YouTube. There have been content creators who've been unalived by fans. I mean, the fans are crazy, bitch. The content creators are off the chain. I mean, you know, we getting it from every angle, you know, in this thing now. It's a dangerous time. I don't want the Twitch streamer to do anything that can make him look or even appear to be violent. I hope that he just finds another way to express himself so that he doesn't end up in situations where, you know, anyone feels that they have to look at him as a threat, etc. It's clear that he wants to be very successful, and it's clear that he has the capacity to, you know, do what it is he feels he's been called to do. So, you know, I just hope that he doesn't, you know, that he just doesn't emote his way into any unnecessary trouble, because it's not really worth it. There's a lot of money to be made out here. It's a lot of success to become out here. You know, we are literally living in, especially as content creators, probably the most like opportune time in history because of social media and because of the possibilities being so endless in terms of really being able to carve out a brand and a legacy for yourself. And, you know, anybody who wants that, you know, they can have that. And that's what I'm focused on. And I hope that that's what everybody else is focused on too. Motherfuckers be emoting all over the damn place. Y'all are a mess. Y'all are a mess, child. So I'm going to download this video. I'm going to keep this video up. I'm going to download it. I'm going to pre-upload the Twitch streamers in Nique's portion as a separate upload. So that'll be coming probably in the morning. Shout out to the Twitch streamer. Shout out to Nique At Night. I wish both individuals the best. I hope that there can be some resolve. And yeah, I'll be keeping the candle lit for them. And you guys, thumbs up, please. And share, subscribe. Girl, we got more shenanigans to get into later on today. If you love everything the King does here, you can always, you guys know, show some love to the King, baby. Cash App, $Consciouztv, and or PayPal.me/Consciouztv. Conscious spelled with the Z on the end, just like it is here on the channel. Email me all the tea to my email and follow me on Miss Instagram. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys later. Peace.